Just going live for a little bit to see if A-Bomb and Billy would like to have a platform since they were both live. Want to give them a an equal opportunity YouTuber, so we'll see if they come in. I'll give them a few minutes, and I guess I need to post the link. Let me get that posted here in chat, and then if they come by, this link is only for them. So let me post that. If you're not Billy or A-Bomb, that that link is not for you. Got to choose between, yes, you're right. Got to choose between the Eagles and the Chiefs. Well, like I said in Mosh's stream, I'm not rooting for anybody. Definitely not rooting for anyone. So there's not going to be no go this team or go that team or no rah bullshit. None of that. It's just I'm rooting against Kansas City. I want the Chiefs to lose. This is the worst Super Bowl in history. There's no question about it. We should all boycott the NFL. But where are you hiding? We have a common enemy. So I need you to do your job. I need you to beat the living hell out of them and kick them out of the Super Bowl for me, please. No kumbaya. Sorry. Okay, why not? Whatever.
Okay, um, you know what the chief haters keep thinking is underestimating us. Like, oh, we don't want it bad enough. Oh, the Chiefs, they don't have a minute. They don't have it in them. But you know what? They keep winning. So, you could sit there and cry in your little cheer box, or you can make me eat crow in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Wait a
Like
minute.
that's about right.
What's
We're
going on?
gonna we're gonna eat crow. Ain't that
Did
right?
did Scottzilla become a Chiefs fan? I'm sorry. Are you a Chiefs fan?
No, I'm a man in the middle of nowhere. None of your business, really. But is this
Okay, so all right, hold on. Take a seat. Take a seat. Ain't nobody gonna come into the house of the great Duke Fathers and tell me what my business is or isn't. Have a seat. What was that? What, we got freaking Daniel Boone, Scottzilla's illegitimate second cousin, talking about being a Chiefs fan and how they're gonna get out of here, bro. Are you kidding me with that? Get out of here with that. Is not how I wanted to start this stream. Wow. I got you, Camel. I got you. Absolutely. Yeah, it was a chill stream. It was a music stream, having a good time, talking some Pink Floyd. I enjoyed it. It was honestly, Camel, it was fun just to be a fly on the wall and listen to the two of you. That was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a great. What up, Sports Critic? How are you? It was a good stream. I enjoyed it. I really did. And then, I had to step out to take care of some daddy duties, which I'm still taking care of right now, actually. But I thought, hey, if these guys need a platform, I'll give it to them. You know what I mean? I hate that they did that to your stream, though. But don't let that discourage you, okay? Just do what you do, man. I mean, you're honestly one of the best, most entertaining guys on here. And listening to you was awesome. He's in Alaska? What? We got a Chiefs fan. So you're telling me the plague has officially spread to Alaska? It's not in the air anymore. It's in the water, too. And now the Alaskans are catching it. Oh, geez. This is horrible. You know what? I want to let you and Cam Dawson up here. Why not? Let's round two. Let's do it. Why not? Who cares? I had to stream. Come on up here, Cam Dawson.
What up,
I need
dog?
you. There we go. What's up, man?
How you doing, man? I just over here playing some Madden.
Nice.
Hey,
Um,
can I ask you guys something man to man? I mean, how come we can't have the Washington D.C. What were they called? The Redskins. But we
What
can have.
incarnation?
How come we can have the Chiefs, but we can't have the Redskins?
Exactly. I've been saying that for years. Like, what's
That's
up with
what
that?
I've been saying.
And the Redskins aren't even offended by that name.
No.
Well, I mean, I live in Florida, and they weren't even offended by the Seminoles, so.
Yeah, and Jemima wasn't afraid of being famous either. She's a pretty famous black woman too.
Yeah, we can't have the Cleveland Indians. We gotta have the Guardians now.
Yep,
Or
and the Washington football team.
Oh, but the Florida State Seminoles, that's just fine. No worries there,
Exactly.
That's redneck country in northern Florida. So.
That's true.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Well, there's the Dixie County, Florida. Still not. I never see anybody protesting over there in them woods. You know what I mean? Those are.
Yeah, because we recognize what's real and what's not real.
Right. But yeah, I guess we gotta kind of take it easy, huh, boys, about what we say and stuff. But that's why we gave all these natives. They really earned their right to be named a team and everything. That's supposed to be an honor, man. That's not like supposed to be a dehumanization or nothing to.
Yeah, you're right. It is. And, I actually live on Indian territory. I live on Choctaw Indian territory. And the local high school, they're still called the Redskins. And the natives whose territory we live on, they love it. And they don't care.
Yeah.
My
Like,
grandfather would be rolling
about
in his grave. My grandfather would be rolling in his grave if he found out that they were calling themselves the Commanders.
Yeah.
Go find him, Kev.
Commander of what? They aren't the commander of motherfucking thing this year, are they? What are they commandering? Looking for another job, maybe.
Huh.
So, who's got the best field goal operator? The Kansas City Chiefs or?
Sure shit ain't the Cowboys.
No, but
yeah, be sure to listen to the Buccaneers fan who we just eliminated from the playoffs.
I mean, I'm saying that just because I watched 4 missed extra points right there in front of my fucking seats. So
I saw 5 in a row. It was awesome.
I wasn't talking shit about the game. I was just like, yeah. I mean, honestly, to be frankly honest with you, I was sitting there like, okay, he missed 1. Okay, he missed 2. And I'm like, okay, the Bucks have a chance to maybe start the game off. Let's get going. Let's get going. And at one point, he missed 3. I'm like, at one point, I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. And I was just over here like, when he missed the 4th one, I'm like, everyone in my section started cheering. Oh, he missed it. I'm like, we can't move the fucking football.
Well, if the Cowboys would have made every field goal in the playoffs, they would be in the Super Bowl right now, and that's a fact.
Our defense was awesome, but man, we just couldn't. Against San Francisco, we just couldn't score. Dak was terrible. We were like Beavis and Butthead, man. We just could not score.
I don't like Micah Parsons at all. Micah Parsons can go fuck himself.
Oh, he's my dude, man. That's my guy.
So hard to beat the 49ers because that's my favorite team after the Seahawks, right? Is the Cowboys because I was actually born in.
What's up?
What's going on?
I'm new here, but how are you doing?
Doing well. Welcome to the House of the Great Duke Fathers.
Appreciate you having me on.
Where you hide? Did Awesomeness accept that bet? I need an update. I don't know if Awesomeness ever accepted that bet. But yes, we would beat the Eagles. We've done it before, and we would have done it again.
Yeah, I can't. No, I don't want. I can't stand the Eagles.
This is worst case scenario. I've got my absolute two most hated teams in all of sports playing each other in a Super Bowl.
Come on,
This is
but
awful.
you're a Cowboy fan, right? Moderator or
Yeah, I'm a
you're
Cowboys fan. Yep.
Moderator.
why wouldn't you support the Kansas City Chiefs since they are also from the South and turn into a traitor and support a East Coast team?
Well, I've been doing this now. I'm going on my 17th year on YouTube, and I've made probably 10 or 15 videos explaining why I hate the Chiefs so much. I hate the Chiefs more than any other team combined. I absolutely hate them. I wish they didn't exist.
Why? Even more than the Eagles, huh?
Even more than the Eagles.
Even more than any NFC East team.
I hate them more than I hate all of the other NFC teams combined.
Oh, all right.
I hate them.
I hate the Eagles. So.
That boy's got some strong feelings about something on the East Coast, I guess. What's your name? My name's Jeremy.
I am the great Duke Bothers, and it's personal for me. It goes beyond football. It's personal.
You're
I
the
hate
one that you were announcing the Cowboys playoffs games, right?
Yeah, yep, that was me.
Yeah, all right. Now
I was the one that got disappointed, about halfway through the video. Yeah, that's me.
It's okay. It's all good.
You weren't disappointed in a particular Monday night game, but fuck it.
They do that. That's one reason I hate them so much, Hayden, because I made a video talking about how much I hated them before the last Super Bowl and how badly they were going to lose. And I got probably close to 500 dislikes, and I think I got about 2,000 or 3,000 views on that video. And it was the whole comment section was Chiefs fans. We're going to win the Super Bowl, and you're going to look so stupid, and your team's not in the Super Bowl. And then they lost. And I never heard from any of them ever again.
Was that last year or this?
It was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And if anybody knows the story, Faya Collette knows the story. He's been with me the whole time. He knows the story.
Why don't he tell it? Tell us the story.
I wonder if he may be having microphone issues, but yeah, Faya Collette was here when I started. Oh yeah, you're muted. That's what it is. Gotcha.
Yeah, the story with Kansas City is like Beavis and Butthead. He didn't score.
I've already used that line, dang it.
I heard some network was gonna restore Beavis and Butthead, and what was the guy that loves the propane again?
Oh, Hank Hill from King of the Hill.
They're supposed to start that up again. That
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead was on Paramount. I can't talk. Paramount Plus. Cheers,
Sorry.
Mike Rogers. How are you?
So, Duke, do you live in Texas then too?
I live in Oklahoma, but I'm probably about 10 minutes away from Texas.
I have a lot of family in Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Georgia.
You've only got about 37 states left. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got family all over too.
I got so much family, I don't even know them all. Believe it or not.
The original beef happened over at 8 Camel Toes' stream, and they were both there in the chat section. So I thought, well, if Camel's going to end his live stream, I'll make one and invite both those guys over. And I think Billy's actually live right now.
Oh, Billy live?
I think Billy's live right now, yeah. So I don't think they're going to come over here. But he went live after I did, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have the bell ring. Shame on him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that I care. I got a 3-year-old to get to bed, so I'm okay.
Yo,
But
dude,
now
I
I'm
want to say
actually
this.
enjoying what's going on my panel now. Having some good conversation. This is nice.
I really enjoyed watching your coverage and just had to turn the screen off and just listen to you,
Wait,
do the
what
voice.
coverage are we talking about?
I thought, like, you should be the next NFL broadcaster, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's funny because I've heard a lot of people tell me that over the past couple of weeks doing that. They were like, you really should do that more often. So I don't know. I might do a couple of games here and there. The football season for me is over, so I might dabble in some Thunder games, maybe do a couple baseball games. We'll see.
Oh,
Well,
this
You
is-
know,
yeah,
announcing games is a lot of fun. I've done a little bit of that myself.
It is absolutely, and you get to add your own
You have a
spin to
natural
it.
voice for announcing. I will say that. You have a natural voice for announcing.
And Cam
Yeah.
Dawson comes into the clutch with an amazing comment right here on my panel. Way to go, Cam.
you could apply for a job as an announcer, maybe at a university or maybe even the NFL, and probably score a pretty damn good job doing it, man.
We
Yeah,
have the college that Dennis Rodman went to. That's the town I live in, southeastern Oklahoma State. I'd walk in there sometime, see if they need a basketball commentator or something.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you do girls basketball too? Or what about volleyball?
I don't really get into it that much, honestly. I don't know much. I mean, I know how the sport is played, obviously, but it's a different game than the men's. I can't get into it that much.
Remember a few years ago when these people on the left they stopped the girls from wearing bikinis at the Olympics? It's like
Oh man, yeah, that's why I don't watch the Olympics anymore.
on the beach volleyball. It's like now you never know, there might be a creepy crawly on there.
Yeah, the last duo that ever did that was Misty May and Carrie Walsh. They were American volleyball players, and they were amazing. And then after they retired,
Yeah,
they had to wear overalls and shit.
They didn't take, and they won how many golds and silvers? I think a whole bunch of them won.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, Duke. I just want to say thank you for having me, and we'll see you next year.
All right, if we end up playing each other next year, I'll be looking for you.
All right, big dog. Take care.
Hell yeah, you too. Cam Dawson, everybody. Hold on. Where is it? Do I have it on here? I do. Hold on, I got sound effects. Cam Dawson, let's give the guy a hand. Thank you for being up here. Yes. Round of applause. There you go. All right, glad to see those still work. So I was on with Math Deadly Dashy for the Bengals game. Sorry that it ended up the way that it did, Dashy, but thank you for having me on, man. I hate this. This sucks. I have to, again, not cheer for anybody, but I got to root against Kansas City, and, well, we all know who's playing them. I mean, I got my own fan base trying to turn against me this week. Cowboys fans hate me right now.
That's where it gets tricky,
So what are the alternatives?
I
Is there a way
I cannot root for the Eagles. Nope.
Is there a way neither team can win? Like if one
You
cheats?
have to root for Kansas City.
I mean, overtime rules apply in the Super Bowl. Obviously, they're not going to call the game after a couple of overtimes. They're going to keep playing it. So at this point, maybe I could root for a zombie apocalypse or, I don't know, like an alien abduction or something like that. I don't know.
Dude,
I'm not sure what.
You should at least feel good that they won the NFC West. The Cowboys won the NFC West, right?
No, we're not in the NFC West. The
West.
Eagles. Won the No, Mosh, you can't impeach me, damn it. I veto your impeachment. I have used my presidential power to veto your impeachment, and I'm still the president.
Yo, what up, Mosh? How you doing?
Oh, Brando, I can do impressions of both of them really well, actually. And since you're a loyal, longtime viewer of mine, I'll make sure to do them more often for you.
Oh,
Can't
is
do one
that
right now because I
Brando?
got a 3-year-old
Oh,
next to me.
I played Brando and Madden and I beat him bad.
Oh, is that true, Brando?
It was a while ago. I don't know if he remembers. It was on Mosh's channel, so I don't know if Mosh still has that.
Well, I guess there's a lot of Cowboy fans and NFC West fans.
Yeah, how could a Cowboys fan root for the Eagles? I don't get that.
It's not a like again. I hate the Eagles. Obviously, passionately hate the Eagles. They're my most hated division rival, and it's not that close because they're obnoxious, like way more obnoxious than the Giants, more obnoxious than the Redskins. Eagles fans are trash. They have a jail inside of their stadium.
Exactly. So how can you?
Not more obnoxious than the 40 fucking whiners, dude. They're the most pathetic.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mosh.
Band.
That Philly, bro.
I got to defend Duke Bothers here. And I was in the same situation last week. I hate the 49ers as much as he hates the Chiefs. And I am walking home from Levi Stadium. I had to pull for the Eagles last week. Now, I don't know if I agree this week, but I can relate.
But it's lesser of two evils, right? You got to pick one.
You do. And for me, you know, Philly, it's not personal with Philly. It's just the fact that they're obnoxious. I hate their team. I hate their stadium. I hate their fans, yada, yada, yada. Kansas City, it's personal for me. I mean, it goes deep. Like my blood is it pumps Chiefs hatred. Every time my heart beeps, it doesn't go da 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 da. No, it goes Chiefs suck, Chiefs suck, Chiefs suck. That's the sound my heart makes. Like I hate these motherfuckers so bad. Their mascot is shit. Their team is shit. Their fans are shit. Their stadium looks like a giant toilet bowl. They've only won one Super Bowl in 50 years, and they think that they're a dynasty.
We're about to make it too, motherfucker.
You've won one since 1970. And I thought you said you were a Seahawks fan, by the way. You don't get to call yourself a dynasty if you only have one ring since the 70s. They kept saying, we can't wait to bring the Lamar Hunt trophy home where it belongs in Kansas City. The Lamar Hunt trophy was never belonging in Kansas City. Kansas City is not the home of that trophy. You know where the home of the Lamar Hunt trophy is? New England. That's always there. It has residents there. It built a couch there. It has a television there. New England is the home of the Lamar Hunt trophy. A trophy named after an owner of a team who only managed to win one Super Bowl since the AFC was even a thing. Don't talk to me about dynasty.
Didn't my Seahawks? They won a Super Bowl once, didn't they?
Yeah, I got no problem. I mean, I don't like the Seahawks, obviously, but I don't hate the Seahawks. If the Seahawks were playing in this game, it'd be easy for me to root for the Seahawks. I got no problem with that. I would root for the Seahawks.
Seemed like you'd like the
KC. Now, what if it was Giants?
I don't think I could root for the Giants.
I hate all East Coast teams. Like, if it was the Eagles against the Giants, I probably wouldn't
Wait,
even.
What? That's not possible.
I wouldn't even watch it because it's always been about West Coast or Mid-East or Midwest versus East Coast, and Philadelphia is still East Coast to me, man. And yeah, I'm going from my Kansas City Chiefs. I bet the natives will like it if they win too.
It was all a setup. Tell me this was not set up. Tell me the league didn't want this to happen. I just can't. I can't get my head around this. Like, Master at Work Tyson made a video last night where he talked about the NFL setting up a Chiefs Eagles matchup in the Super Bowl. I gotta say, I think he was right, man. This is exactly what the NFL wanted. They wanted, and I said this when I went live right before it was right after the Chiefs played the Jaguars, and Patrick Mahomes got that high ankle sprain. I said, here we go. Here comes the narrative. And Patrick Mahomes is going to come in with a high ankle sprain, and he's going to save the day, and the Chiefs are going to win the AFC and go to the Super Bowl, all because their hero, Patrick Mahomes, comes out and saves the day. And that's exactly what happened. It's stupid. And I can't be the only one that sees that.
So are you saying that it's rigged for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had the same problem. Tony Pollard, high ankle sprain, same exact injury. He was out and never returned. And I guarantee you, if he would have played, we'd have won the rest. We would have won that game if he'd have played the rest of it. But he didn't come back. But Patrick Mahomes gets the same injury and wins the AFC?
So who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
The motherfucking Super Bowl right now, if they hadn't missed so many field goals. So you guys got a lot of work to do with the field goal. But, the Seahawks, we always had pretty fairly decent field goal kickers, and that's why we won so many Northwest championships.
Well, you look at Brett Maher's stats before that game. He missed one extra point right before that game, but other than that, he never missed. That dude was automatic, and all of a sudden, we make the postseason. He can't hit an extra point. That's another thing too. Like, why are the Eagles in the Super Bowl?
I was just gonna say, who do you think? Not who do you want to win, but who do you think is gonna win? Since it's already rigged, right? So you must know.
It's very rigged. From the NFL perspective, I don't know that they have
put some money down on the game. Might as well take the.
If I'm not going to do this by any means, but if I was going to wager any money at all, I'd put it on Philly.
Okay.
And the reason being is because Philly has been much like Kansas City, they've been a poverty franchise for years.
No, trust me, I know. I'm a Giants fan. So.
Oh yeah, I got you. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the NFL sees that, and they're saying, well, since the Eagles have won all these games, we're going to have to propel them on a grand stage. Why don't we get Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl and let them beat them so that they can, act like they're actually as good as we say they are. So I see Philadelphia winning. I really do.
That's interesting. You're the first person that told me that it's rigged and say that they're winning, because everybody I know is saying that the Chiefs are going to win. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't see that as the narrative. Now, I'm also a wrestling fan, so I can pretty much predict what's going to happen. Like, okay, you watched the Royal Rumble, I'm sure.
I saw it. Yeah, I knew that guy was going to win.
So this is one of my problems. You get him in there with Seth Rollins, who feuded with him at WrestleMania, by the way, and I was there to watch that. Yeah. And then the other guy, which I didn't know his name, so I called him Fred. So you get Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Fred as the last three in the Royal Rumble. So if I was the WWE, I would eliminate Fred first and have Seth Rollins versus Cody at the very end of the match. Because then it's like, who's going to win? But like you just said, when Seth Rollins got eliminated, it's like, oh, I know who's going to win now. It's obvious because no one's going to pay money to go see Fred main event WrestleMania, so Cody just won, right? The same thing here. I mean, I'm sitting here going, this just does not make sense for Kansas City to win. Why would they propel Philadelphia as much? Because before the season began, much like your Giants, Philadelphia was not expected to do hardly anything. And here they are in the Super Bowl. This is a narrative that they're trying to push. And if they could have, in wrestling terms, somebody like Kansas City, who has been to 5 straight AFC title games, if they can have them go in and, what is the term they use in wrestling when you have push. They need to push Philadelphia. So they're going to bring out, somebody like Kansas City in a squash match.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're doing.
So this is the question. Are you gonna wager? Are you gonna take a chance? I might put $100 on the game.
Like I said, if I was going to wager, I would wager with Philly. But as I said in Masha's stream last night, I only bet on one team, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. I can't let anybody else let me down. My team lets me down enough as it is. I can't let somebody else do it too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can tell you that too as a Giants fan. They were good this year, but they let me down at times.
But I gotta say, like I said about Philly, the Giants were at least the bottom 3 in power rankings for the majority of the beginning of the year, and then you made the playoffs, and you weren't supposed to do that.
No, actually, I was pleasantly surprised with that. I did not think that we were going to do that.
No, I didn't either. I thought, I had you guys down there with Washington, but
no, I mean, I think we're better than Washington, but just by a little bit. That's what I thought.
Yeah, now it's pretty obvious that both of y'all are on 2 different planes of existence. I mean,
the thing is, the one thing that Daniel Jones always does is pretty much just beat Washington.
Oh yeah,
and I'm not a Daniel Jones fan, but yeah, he always beats Washington. So
it's interesting to me how your fan base is. It reminds me of how Dallas fans were before the season started, where most of you guys are not Daniel Jones fans, but I've heard a few that, I mean, they talk about him like he's Eli 2.0.
Yeah, I'm not in that camp at all. Actually, some people would call me a Daniel Jones hater just because I don't, think he's that great.
That was me.
Giants fans don't even watch my channel. Sorry to cut you off, but
you're good.
Some Giants fans don't even watch my channel because of my opinion of Daniel Jones.
Well, I will. I'll start sharing you out because they need to hear the truth. I mean, if you speak the truth, you're worth watching. That's my philosophy. My philosophy has always been that way. I've spent the past several years defending Dak Prescott because I looked at the stats and I said, "Oh, he's a leader and he's such a good quarterback. Look at all the numbers he has." But now I can't defend him anymore. I'm ready for a new quarterback, man. I mean, because if he would have not thrown 2 interceptions, we'd still be playing right now.
And the thing is, I don't want Daniel Jones to get a huge contract because I'm really scared that they're going to do that,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that eats up all the cap money. And then what happens, if let's say it's a 4-year deal. Okay, 3 years from now, if he sucks, you're stuck with that money. There's nothing you can do. That just happened to us with Zeke. We're just now getting out of that deal.
And the thing was, I thought he would take a discount, but no, he wants full price.
So, yeah, for sure.
So I think the Giants are just better to look elsewhere.
If I'm being realistic, I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll keep him.
Personally, no, I totally agree that they will. But I'm saying if I had the choice,
That's the other thing too. Is like, because I'm in that boat. I'm ready for Zeke to be gone. I'm ready for Dak to be gone, and I think they're both going to be gone. But if Dak is gone, where do you go from here? We have like a 26th overall pick. We're not going to get like an early first round quarterback.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? We're not going to go out and get Aaron Rodgers. We're not going to go out and get Tom Brady. Who do you replace him with? That's the question.
True.
And I was at the game where we played Cincinnati and Cooper Rush came in with his first start of the year. I was actually in the owner's box with Jerry Jones for that game. And none of us thought for a second that we had a chance in that game. But Cooper Rush comes in with our team and wins against Cincinnati.
Yeah, and
come on, man.
How about, what's funny? I was gonna put 100 on Philly anyway, just because if they lose, I'm happy because Philly's gone. Because I mean, I don't hate the Chiefs like you do. So for me, it's like either I win money or the Eagles lose. So either way,
so it's a win-win either way.
Yeah, for me. So that's what I was thinking about doing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this point, I've already just accepted the fact that it's a loss. I mean, there's no way out. Either I have to watch my most hated. I won't even say sports team. I'll say my most hated entity in all of existence. Mm-hmm. Watch them win a Super Bowl, or I get to watch bastards like this guy win a Super Bowl and hear about it all offseason.
Oh my god.
I'm
This guy
screwed.
can't even talk
The
coherently. Anyway, no, but I had to tell you something.
The best barbecue outside of Bill
Why?
Street.
I wish the Eagles were not favorite. Somehow they're favorite in the
It's,
Super Bowl.
Kansas City, and if you bet on Kansas City, you're gonna win.
I hope they change the odds for Kansas City, and then I bet on the Eagles and win more money. Because right now the odds
Yeah.
are in favor for Eagles. Actually, they're 1.
Yeah, I think Hayden said that earlier.
Yeah, they're
Find the
1.5
comment.
favorites. I'm looking at the betting sites right now.
So they still.
But anything can change because they're still 2 weeks away. So
Oh yeah, absolutely, no
if
doubt
somebody
about it.
bets a lot of money, they might switch it.
And typically it does. Typically it fluctuates before the game. So we'll.
Yeah, we won't know like the full line till like beginning of the game.
But I will say that I've had Texas barbecue, and I will never ever ever set foot in the Kansas City area ever again for any reason. I'll never go to Blue Springs, Missouri, or Independence, or any of those fucking places.
Hold on there just a second. You have a Kansas City East and you have a Kansas City West.
Kansas City is so fucked up that Kansas didn't even want it and tried to pass it off to Missouri. That's how terrible Kansas City is.
I'll be there.
You got two states that don't want it.
Down there.
I mean, I don't like. I'm new to your channel, so I don't know why you don't like Kansas City. Can you tell me like a little bit why?
What I'll do is, let's see, what's today? Today's Tuesday.
No.
I'm gonna go live again. I might just do it tomorrow. What I might do is I might go live tomorrow and I might just re-show that video because I've got to show
like
the
a
video.
quick synopsis, just like something quick. Like, is it the fans? Is it Mahomes? Like, what is it?
Yes. Yes, it's all of those things. Yes.
Oh, thank God that guy's gone.
It's where did that? I'm sorry, dude. Where did that guy come from? I don't even know who that was. I think that was Scottzilla's long lost brother. How he found my channel, I don't know, but that was interesting.
Oh, I thought he was like a regular here or something.
No, I've never seen him before, and I
wanted
to let the guy have a good time, but man, you're talking about being a Seahawks fan and a Chiefs fan and a 49er fan and how the Cowboys won the NFC West. Oh, I got you, Mosh. Okay.
Yeah, like I know Mosh, like I've known him for a while. I know Brando, like I know all these people. I've seen you around, but I never ever went to your channel. So then you said you were gonna go live, so I said, hey, let me just check it out, see what's going on.
This is not a usual stream for me. Normally, I'm calling a game or I'm talking about our community.
I do that too, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do basketball, baseball, and football. Calling games.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really want to get into, man. Like, so I'm a member of this community that Mosh is into. Mosh and I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm ready to step out of this community. Like I'm ready to branch off and call some games and do what I'm good at. That's what I love too. I mean, I would love to just sit here and talk about whatever sport is on at the time. It doesn't really matter. I like to hang out and have a good time. I'm not a trash talker, really. Never have been.
Yeah.
But I can be when I need to be. Ambitious as hell, but I usually don't do that. I don't like doing that.
Yeah, me neither, obviously. I'm just here to talk about football or any sport that anybody wants to talk about.
Do commentary. I could definitely do commentary. If I know no one's going to do this, but Dashy's channel, when he did the Bengals, he's a huge Bengals fan. Dashy invited me to call the game with him on his channel because he knows how much I hate the Chiefs. And between him and I, boy, that was one of the funniest streams I've ever done. Like just doing commentary and doing like fake promos in the middle of the advertisements and shit like that. Oh, it was so much fun. I had a blast.
B-Mac, I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan. I'm not.
Oh. Are you familiar with the minor league teams that the Cardinals have?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I was the mascot for the Springfield Cardinals for 3 years.
Oh, nice.
I loved it. It was so much fun. There at Hammond's Field. Oh, he's back. What I mean?
Oh no.
Is this the Mosh channel now?
Yeah, man, we're over here on Mosh's. I'm about to grab my electric guitar and start jamming.
What the hell?
You got any requests? I got you.
Hell yeah. Back in the day, that all we used to do is smash cars and shoot guns and
Yeah,
all kinds.
I like to usually I play a lot of Pantera like in my free time.
Yeah. You ever go any like what do you call that down there? The bald citrus or something like
Yeah. Yep. All the time. All the time.
Alligator Alley, Florida. Remember when all us hippies went to Alligator Alley and
Yep.
we
All,
did
yo, Alligator Alley. Yep. Sure enough. Brando, you want some Slayer? I can play some Slayer. We got this. Have to
Oh,
break
sure,
out
look,
the old
okay.
CNS
You know
guitar,
what?
you know?
You don't have to. I found a video that you said why I hate the Chiefs. I'll watch that later.
Yeah, that one. I know it's kind of a longer video, but that really explains almost every reason why I hate them. I get pretty lit in that video. Not gonna lie, like when that topic arises, that's the one thing everybody knows. You bring up Kansas City, you're about to awaken the beast, and that's something you don't want to do. But that the beast comes out in that video. It's a good one. You'll enjoy it.
Definitely, I'll watch it after this.
give Mr. Cowboy Dukes is that
I'll tell you this too. Like I said, I'm going on my 17th year on YouTube. I have ran every single Chiefs fan I've ever encountered off of YouTube. They can't handle it. You know what I mean? All right, somebody time this guy out. Can we block this guy? Get him off my channel. This BMAX Breaks troll over here. Jeez.
Is that me? Did I do something wrong?
We got a troll up here. I am
What
the
up,
real
Monty?
sports cricket.
What's up?
The real sports cricket is here, and the Giants suck. The Orlando Magic
Oh.
suck, and fuck Philly.
Yeah, Magic beat your Pacers. Okay, so whatever.
Beat
Oh,
your-
Mosh, I might be moving to Florida actually. So
Hey, you got Ron DeSantis here. It's awesome.
yeah, that's not the reason, but yeah.
So Mosh, Cowboys,
Wait,
Mosh.
Mosh, how far are you from Orlando? Are you close to it at all?
Yeah, I'm 22 miles from
You could have
downtown.
went to the game. Holy shit, Mosh! I might
Well, we
be
got
in Orlando.
celebrities
I
in
might,
the chat.
I,
Look at
I
those
might be
deep
in I might be in Orlando this weekend actually.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go see some Slayer.
Slayer.
Hey man, all my info's in the descriptions of my main videos, man. My main live streams.
Mosh,
You
remember
can
when I
email me.
beat Brando on your channel?
You could email me or Instagram me or whatever, and yeah, exchange numbers. And if you're in town, we could totally meet up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, and also guys, don't forget to hit up Mosh on his PayPal. It's I'm sorry, Cash App at $ Duke Bothers. Hit him up. You know what I mean?
Wow, making money off the Mosh name, Duke.
Telling you, yeah, it's called what do they call it? Affiliate marketing, right? I'll
And
advertise.
make sure you guys subscribe to the Sports Cricket. Besides, I do all the sports, guys. I do all the sports. And now I'm going to upgrade my channel. It's going to grow even more. I'm going to do NASCAR this year. Oh
Let's
my
go.
God, they're going fast. They're going fast. Oh my God, they're turning left. They're turning left. Oh shit, they're going fast. They're going fast. They are turning left. They are turning left. Just repeat that 500 fucking times. And oh yeah, there's okay, green, white, checkered, boom.
Left turn.
Hey,
Oh my
Mosh.
God, a car exploded.
Play
Left
by
turn,
play
left
is the way
turn.
to go, bro. Just not
Yeah,
NASCAR. I can't do NASCAR. Hell no.
Rusty Wallace and all the good dirt track days. I quit.
Duke, all you need now, you
Yo.
need some cricket sounds for me.
Yo, the only thing that
Crickets.
beat- Yo,
Do you
the
mean
only-
like the sport cricket,
Okay,
or
can I
do you
ask
mean
a
like the
question?
bug cricket?
Why
The
hasn't
bug, yeah.
Florida legalized? Why hasn't Florida legalized betting? Like, this is ridiculous. Come on. You should legalize.
It's like nobody understands cricket. Like you have to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. That's a line from the first Ninja Turtles movie, by the way. Abomb is here. Let me get the link posted for you, sir.
No, shoot.
He's very hyperactive right now.
No,
Sorry
but
about
Yeah, they should legalize sports betting everywhere in America. Like, I don't get it at this point.
I got 2 chickens. I'll
What do you think
gamble.
about that, Duke Brothers?
Let me get my hold on, Nadok. Let me get my banner up here. I just got to make sure, dot my P's and my Q's. Wrong one. Let's do the mayhem one. Here we go. Okay. Nayhawk, is that you, my friend? No, it's not. I'm just going to keep talking, and then, let's see. Remove from stream. There we go. Okay, that's why you do that, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Monday, but it's Wednesday.
Was somebody pretending to be him?
No, it's Thursday.
Crisis averted. What up, A-Bomb?
All right, what's up, man? I'm about to go to bed, but I saw I ended my stream because I had to go live to respond because Camel backstaged me forever. So I just went live and responded to him.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys needed a platform or what, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and go live and see what happens,
I went live, then he went live, and the Bill Benthers Black Saturday audience came over and said hi to me, and we chopped it up a little bit.
Sweet. Well, I do have Slitta in the chat. Slitta, the link is up top.
I ain't dealing with Slitter, bro.
Fair enough.
He annoyed me too much. He pushed it too far. I wanted to have a good hate week with a good Eagle fan. I didn't need him keep sticking his nose in it and driving me insane. That's why I canceled the bet. That's why I don't want to deal with him anymore. He doesn't know when to stop.
Well, there you go.
One of the reasons that St. Louis ribs are the best, they got all that juicy sauce that keeps you licking your fingers,
Oh yeah, so I apparently we are live in Alaska now, and Scottzilla's extended family is here. So we're just chopping up a little bit.
I got 2 grandsons and a granddaughter in Alaska.
What's up, A-Bomb? How are you?
All right.
I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed.
Oh, cool.
No, I won't say where they live because there are stalkers.
Yeah, I don't usually stay where I live, even though I carry around a device that lets everyone know where I'm at anyway.
If you see 2 little boys
Off.
jerseys that say A-bomb on them, you'll know they're mine. There you go. Anyways, I'm gonna roll out, Mr. President.
Okay, and yes, I am still the president. Just to let you know, nothing's changed over here.
Well, I'm the emperor. This is a royal visit.
It is, and the red carpet is always rolled out
You
for
are no longer president. You are impeached. I told you.
Sports critic, I'm telling you,
You
what,
are
man.
impeached. Fuck Philly.
My troops are at the border, sir. You better rethink that. Anyways, I got to roll. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for having me up, Duke.
Take care, bro.
You're welcome. Hey, I'll do your sign off for you. It's the A-bomb, and boom! He's out.
At the
Did I do it
border.
well? Oh, I did that so well, Eagle. Yes.
Right
That was on my
now,
bucket list. Now I did it. Awesome.
They're on the fucking border right now. No,
Gotta secure those borders. So we're gonna talk about this after the Super Bowl. I am going to do a TTC presidential State of the Union address. And we're gonna talk about this, plus a few other things. So just be ready for the presidential address after the Super Bowl. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be must-see TV. Trust me on that. Let's get the banner back up here. I got another backstage individual.
Yeah,
Let's see. Let me just make sure I got this right. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong banner. Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. What up, Jordan? That's why you always bring up the banner. I'm the president for a reason. This is not my first rodeo.
Anyway,
Try
I'm
harder.
gonna get out of here, Duke Fathers, but you have a great rest of your night. And I subscribe to your channel, so I'll see you when you go live next time or whatever.
All right. Thank you for stopping in, and I will check you out and share you out. Sports Critic in the building. That's what's up.
Yep. Have a good night.
You got it. Tell the truth. I'm going to say yes. If we could get him and Scott and Minnie in the same place at the same time, we'd be in good shape. Check this out.
big old bag of weed.
That's what's up. Oh, yeah. The answer is definitely yes. Definitely yes.
When is Texas gonna cut off those dirty boppos and let us grow our own? We don't need your stinking Mexican weed anymore.
That's true. They definitely don't. Oh, well, so I think we accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish tonight.
Did you go out today?
Slitta, thank you for stopping in, as always. I'll look forward to getting a little bit of mail. M-A-I-L, mail, no homo. We got to make sure to clarify that with you Falcons fans. Or Colts fans, whatever it is, I don't know. Dude, B-Mac, I don't know. I am crying inside. Like, I'm not showing it, but I am crying inside. I want Scottzilla here, like, right now. But I don't have his fax number or his, what do they call that, telegraph number to get a hold of him. You know, because he doesn't have a cell phone.
I'm off grid and I got better than a telegraph. What the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe I could send a carrier pigeon out to Arizona. Maybe it'll get there in time. I don't know. Maybe not. He's got a pager? How you going to text him, Mosh? He has a rotary phone.
You might get lucky.
He got one of them phones where you got to hold a little cup in your hand, you know? Like hold it up to your ear. Yeah. He got one of them phones.
Hello?
Speaking to my good ear.
Can you hear me, son?
He got one of them phones, bro. We're too sophisticated in here. You know, that's why he's not here. We all know how to use technology up here, I'm pretty sure. Except Mosh, he's questionable.
Zilla's got 2 cans and a rope.
He got Telegram. I know some Morse code. You know, my dad was a diddy bopper, true story, in the Air Force. He was stationed in an island in Italy called San Vito de Normandy, and he intercepted Morse code from the Russians. He spied on them from Italy. He was a diddy bopper. So we know a little bit of Morse code in my family.
Right on. Yeah, I know. There's a few here and there.
Yeah, B-Mac. Yeah. You're welcome. I gave you Scott. He's yours now. You can adopt him. He's yours.
The reason I moved to Alaska is to be left alone, like build my own property up. So
dude, that is commendable as hell. Like seriously, that's awesome. That's smart too, actually.
Yeah, and then the troopers started bothering me one day, and I told them, well, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to put a restraining order on your asses, and you'll never be allowed on my property again.
Man, if you try it again, I'll bust out the musket. You don't want that. That's how I feel. Yeah, I mean, Mac, it's like a plague, though. Again, like we start out with one, and then we get a mini Scottzilla, who sounds just like him, who makes puppets, and you know, but it's Minizilla. You know, I thought he was Scott for the longest time because he sounded just like him, and then they just keep multiplying. What? What's going on? Am I in some kind of parallel universe? What? Why can't there be more Dukes? Well, obviously there can only be one Duke. I'm the man. That's why. You know, there can only be one. Oh, I have a great Scottzilla video from our hate week when we played Arizona, and I got like a piece of I think it was a piece of notebook paper, and I rolled it up and I lit it and pretended like I was smoking a joint, and I was talking like Scottzilla. He thought that was the funniest thing.
Your microphone went somewhere. What?
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone, so it does that sometimes.
That's what I'm on, just hearing it through the Bluetooth.
Okay, let me get my brand up here. President for a reason, you know how we do this. Still 58, is that you? never joins my panels. Oh, you guys just think that I've never ever done a live stream before. This is
Fuck you,
okay.
trolls.
I'll refresh. Hang on.
Fuck you, trolls.
So is that you over there, Ma? It's on the right.
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, did you like
Okay, that's got to be better.
well, that one guy, Lincoln Kane, he's breaking all his bridges. He thinks he can buy people. That's what I think he thinks.
We ain't talking about that drama here.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, like,
Yeah, you told me before.
a lot of shit, you know. It's like he can't get over himself or something. I don't know. Dude seems he might have all kinds of money, but he ain't all that. Dude.
Duke, are you back yet, Duke?
Yeah, I'm back. If you can hear me, and just for the purpose of recording, the fake accounts were Nate Hawk, Jordan Dog, and Steel 58 trying to get in here. Just for the record.
Jordan Dog said he won't be on for a while. Number one, still never joins number two. So I think you knew that, but
Yeah, I did. That's why the band.
What is the drama? A-Bomb versus Billy that I missed.
It's been going on for quite some time now. Basically, what happened was the latest round is that A-Bomb was upset because Billy did not eat crow in proper time. So A-Bomb proceeded then to excommunicate Billy from the Niner Empire. And Billy, of course, came out like a day or two after that and did a crow video. A-Bomb, which makes sense. A-Bomb claims that Billy lied about going to the Raider game. And to my knowledge, we haven't seen any pictures of him actually inside the stadium during the game, so I don't know. But yeah, there's quite a bit going on there.
I know if I was in the Raiders stadium, I'd be taking some selfies.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like especially if it's a team that you hate and you go to their stadium to a game, yeah, you're taking pictures all day long inside the stadium. Like when I was in Jerry Jones's owner's suite, I took video of the whole thing. I was live from the sidelines at the Cowboys game. Like you do that. You take pictures, you take videos, you know. But we don't have anything that Billy went to that game. So I'm not trying to say one way or another. I'm just saying I haven't seen any evidence myself. So.
Hey, Duke, you want to see CPG?
Oh yeah, heck yeah, why not?
He's live playing Madden, and he's losing to whoever's the Cowboys. I don't know who the Cowboys is. But... yep, he's losing to the Cowboys.
Prescott in shotgun. He's taking the snap, handoff to Zeke up the middle. He's short of the first down. Going to bring up a short 3rd down and 1. I can tell this is fake because he's not kicking his knee up every 2 seconds. Play action pass. Dak rolling out to his right. Pressure coming. Throws.
Right
Deep ball. Intercepted.
Terrible pass.
Imagine that. Dak threw a pick.
Nothing new there, right? Oh my God, fumble!
Oh, the Cowboys recover. He's going to the end zone. He's at the 5. Touchdown.
Yeah, I need to go over there and troll real quick. I need to type in.
Uh-oh. He's going to get John Cena attitude adjustment in the end zone. Wait, is that CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee!
I just typed over the touchdown. Let's go, Dallas.
And they're going to go for 2 now. Brock Lesnar with the F5 at the end of this play. Throws incomplete. The Cowboys do take the lead, 12-8.
12-0.
I'm sorry, that is a 0. You're right. I'm on my cell phone, so it's kind of hard to see.
Oh, okay. You're not home?
I'm home, yeah, but I'm laying in the bed. I don't feel like
Okay.
getting up and getting the studio. Well, I got a big shipment, I think yesterday from BMAX Brakes. So my studio is full of cards right now, and I haven't been able to clean up the set yet.
Got you.
But hopefully tomorrow I'll have time to do that.
Come on, stop the run.
Yeah, this is definitely not realistic. Our defense does not suck that bad, especially not against Carolina.
Van Der Esch would not have missed that tackle. Come on.
No way. No. Yeah,
that ain't Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, yes, honey, this is Mosh. You got anything you want to tell him while he's here? You can talk to him if you want to. He's right here. You know what I mean?
Hello.
See, he said hi.
How are you?
Great.
He's so great. He said it 3 times. You're good, huh?
If I want my life announced, I will let people know next time.
We didn't announce your life. We just announced, well, how long was it, Brando? Remind me, since it was so quick. Brando cracked me up last night. That was funny. Meanwhile, I think the Cowboys got the ball back. Maybe not. Oh, it's 3rd down. Okay, we're good.
But they are driving. They're almost in field goal range.
Yep.
I've got to give all you guys a hard time.
You wouldn't be the first lady.
What is it?
Trying to quiet down the crowd. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Back to pass. No pass rush again.
He was wide open. Nice.
Yep.
He waited way too late.
And he's going to go with Verts on 4th down. I think they're going to go for this.
Yeah, it's 4th and 9, or it was a 46-yard field goal. I guess his kicker sucks.
Waving his arms like Big Bird.
Let's go, D.
Takes the snap. Back to pass. Again, no pressure at all from the defensive line.
He's got all day. He can just
they lead the league in rushing. Oh, here we go. Here's the sack, finally.
There you go, Van Der Esch. All right, we'll get the ball back.
Prescott looking at the defense, surveying, trying to find out who he's going to throw an interception to. Handoff. That's a good way to not throw picks. 1st down for the Cowboys. Tony Pollard, even with the high ankle sprain, getting it done. Very nice. 2nd down, same play. Another 1st down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That O-line is kicking ass. I'd keep on running on them.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And that's what they're going to do. A nice hesitation there. Gets a few more yards. Panthers fans right now, there's a naked Panther fan running across the field. Security chasing him down.
(12-0). 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. We may win this.
And a reminder, the winner of this game is going to the NFC title game. This is a huge game for the Cowboys, especially. Prescott, who has he's only thrown 1 interception all year. Back to pass. Looking, fires. Double coverage. Incomplete. Dak Prescott on the year leads the league. He has broken a record with 375 touchdown passes on the year. He's having a great season. Prescott takes the snap in about 20 seconds.
He's eating the clock.
Yep. He said clock.
I don't know what
He's eating the clock. There's an L in there. Okay, back to pass. He's looking around. He throws to the right hand side. Got a man. Caught. No, it's incomplete.
Wow.
We have LeBron James in our chat section tonight. Welcome aboard, Queen James. Great to have you.
That smells
sure
like
to tell,
Dingleberry. I think that's DB.
It says LeBron James. LeBron, if you would, please let Russell Westbrook know that I'm live. He is my favorite player on your team. For obvious reasons. Fourth down, the Cowboys going for it here in no man's land. Prescott back to throw. Got a wide open screen, man. It's caught for a first down.
Damn.
Wait, what? I thought that was... What's going on? Okay, here we go. Cowboys have the ball again.
Eat that clock. Eat that clock.
Clock. Back to pass. No, it's a handoff. He's running. He's got the first down, I believe. It's going to come down to the spot. Yes, he does.
Damn, CPG is getting his ass stomped.
You know that's right. Definitely don't eat too much Taco Bell. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Oral B. Oral B, toothbrush and porn stars everywhere. Man in motion, takes the snap. Oh, that's a busted play. That's a Kellen Moore special.
Eat that clock. Eat that clock.
Case.
It should be Oral D, but for some reason they made it Oral B instead. I'm not sure. Maybe the B stands for boner. I don't know. I didn't make the product. All right, second down. Dak is going to change the play. This might be the interception formation. Takes the snap. Pressure's coming.
Everybody's covered.
Throws to the
pass.
other team. An interception
Terrible
by
pass.
Dak. Can you imagine that?
Terrible.
Wow.
You got to take the 3 there. You just or anything. My point is, you can't throw that ball there.
No, Dak, what are you doing? This game is officially the most realistic Madden game they've ever come out with.
Wow.
Here you go. Just take the ball. We don't need it. You can have it.
He's still got to score twice, though, to get the lead, so.
Yeah, we're never going to score. I want to score.
Oh, shit, the other guy was wide open more.
Gets the ball in midfield. It's amazing how quickly these players can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You guys are true professionals.
Look at that. No pass rush at all. What the fuck? Where's Parsons at?
But if you notice, Carolina's pass rush actually gets home. Because theirs is so much better than ours, you know.
Oh, there we go.
There comes the pressure. Oh, he hits him. Incomplete.
Elaw brought it.
That's true, Brando. And spoiler alert, so is every other show we're going to have related to football. Oh, whoa! MVP alert. Hold on, I gotta play the sound effect for this. Oh, that's not the sound effect. I don't even know what that is. Hold on, I gotta play the sound effect. Where is it? I've got it. I've got it somewhere. Not that. No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the Cowboys get the ball back too. There we go. Where is the? Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an MVP alert. Roger Dale Asher with a $20 holler. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That made it worth it. Well, actually,
he's going through an ice storm too. It's crazy.
Wow, I am in. Oh, he's in an ice storm?
Yeah, he's in an ice storm. It's fucking nuts.
I am too.
He's got a couple of videos up on his channel.
Wow, I gotta check that out.
We gotta see if it's going to hit tonight.
Yeah, that was cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit tonight or tomorrow. We're already iced over, but it's going to get worse tomorrow.
You want to see just how cool it is? I could stick you out there with no clothes on.
Yeah, it's 26 degrees right now.
It's gonna be 20.
There you go. Go Zeke. Go Zeke.
He's got the first. Can he break the tackle? He would have been gone if he would have broke that one. Roland S says, big up Duke watching everybody. Cheers. Hope you're having a good night tonight.
What up, Roland? Wow, he did. CPG ain't using the timeout. What a dumbass. Why ain't he using times?
Man,
I guess CPG's like, fuck it, I lost. I don't.
Go Cowboys.
Whoa.
As always.
CPG's retarded. He ain't stopping the clock.
Always good to see a Dallas Cowboys victory. Yeah, he's given up. Here's the handoff. It's not going very well, very far, but
Oh, you just won it twice.
serving its purpose.
Oh, he did use a timeout. He finally used one timeout.
My wife is from Prescott, Arkansas.
no, that's just one area there.
Oh, Prescott, Arkansas,
Prescott, not Prescott.
which they're going to have to rename that to Romo, Arkansas.
The mascot of Prescott, Arkansas, was the Curly Wolves.
The curly. It should have been the interceptions. The Prescott picks. That's what they should call themselves. All right. Dak Prescott and shotgun. Back to pass.
Zeke was right. Oh, he's a. Oh my
Wow,
God, the other
what a
receiver.
drop
The other
back.
receiver.
And
Somebody
that's
was wide
incomplete
open
as well.
left.
Going to be fourth down.
Somebody was so open.
Not exactly, Brando.
Oh, look,
It was
Robert
something.
misses again. That's normal. But he's down 2 scores with only 2
So
timeouts.
yeah, I was muted. You'll have to repeat
58
yourself.
seconds left.
All
Looks like
right,
a
I've lived in
1-1.
several places in Arkansas, but my hometown
Sack.
was Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro, home of the diamond mines.
D-Law with the sack.
And that D-Law, that is a nice sack.
Well, he didn't even use a timeout. Basically,
See-
a Mary now.
No pressure. Here comes the throw. Into double coverage, though.
3rd and 16 with 17 seconds.
I don't report in any of the towns that I lived.
I'm not totally. So, Prescott is what? Like, he's southeastern Arkansas?
All right.
No, that'd be southwestern Arkansas.
I'll tell you all the towns I've lived in Arkansas. I've lived in Murfreesboro. I've lived in Nashville. I've lived in Ashdown. I have lived in Delight. I lived in Glenwood for a little bit. So mostly southern Arkansas.
Cam Newton back to throw. He's going to get hit. Incomplete.
He got hammered. Come on, Dak, go for a touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. Down south. Yep.
I have never been to Newport, unfortunately.
It's a menthol state or menthol town.
I got some Newports.
Yeah, it's definitely menthols. Handoff. No play action pass. Interesting play call from Kellen Moore.
INT.
He
And it's another pick.
might know my brother.
Oh, no, that's.
My brother
Yeah,
lives
it
in
is.
Magnolia,
He's northeast Arkansas.
northeast. Yeah.
So that's like the opposite end of the state.
I thought CPG was supposed to be good at this.
I wasn't exactly.
Calming down the crowd, who is obviously very much into this game because they haven't all already left.
And the game is over.
And the Cowboys win.
12-0. CPG just got killed.
Woo!
Mama, press that button.
And we only saw Dak throw 3 interceptions in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, B-Mac. So I could sit here all day and tell you why Kellen Moore sucks, but the best way to tell is just by simply watching. Wait. Oh, yeah, I hit full screen. That's right. Watch the just watch the film. Watch the play calls. Like in crucial situations, He never did make the right play call. He tried to get way too cute a lot. He doesn't know how to use talent. We had Kevontae Turpin. You saw his returns in the 49er game. The dude's a monster. He's quick as hell. He never used him on the offense at all. And the very last play that we ran tells me all I need to know about Kellen Moore. Why don't we have Zeke at center? They'll never expect that. Have him snap the ball, and let's throw it to Kevontae Turpin, who has caught one pass, I think, his whole career. That's a great idea. Let's do it. It's almost like he was tripping on acid before he picked up the playbook. But good luck, Chargers. Good luck with that. Turpin time. And, Jalen Tolbert never saw the field. Third-round pick receiver. Never saw the field. I don't get it. What was it? Was it 2nd down and 2 when Dak threw the interception? Because that's a obvious passing situation. I mean, just stupid shit like that. Kellen Moore is an idiot. He was supposed to be the young up-and-comer, like he was the next McVay. He was a brilliant mind. I did this whole spill like a month ago. We get this brilliant offensive young mind who I believe went to an Ivy League school, and he's a genius, and he's a game changer. And he comes in here and picks up the playbook and can't call offense worth shit. Does that remind you of anybody? Because that reminds me a lot of Jason Garrett. He was Jason Garrett 2.0. That's what he is. Let him go to the Giants were happy when they got Jason Garrett back. Look how long that lasted. I give Kellen Moore a year in Los Angeles. I give him 1 year. We'll see if he stays. I'm glad you did that, B-Mac. I'm glad Sean Payton went to Denver. I really am. You're going to get an offensive mind going to a team that already has a defense. And now we can shut up about it. The Cowboys fans can finally shut up about, we're going to get Sean Payton. No, we were never going to get Sean Payton. Stop it. We've got McCarthy. And I'm on the McCarthy train. I don't think McCarthy did a bad job. Matter of fact, I think McCarthy had a pretty good year. I really do. I'll defend McCarthy because of what he did for us last year. I mean, we ended up getting a backup quarterback to start, 5 games? And he won 4 of them, something like that. After Tampa, after Dak got hurt, our season was supposed to be over at that point. We were giving up. Dak is gone. We're not going to win any more games. We have Cooper Rush at quarterback. He sucks. He was a practice squad player. He wasn't even on the roster before that game. But because of coaching, we won a lot of games. We didn't have any. I can't. There are certainly games I can look at and say, yeah, we were outcoached. But overall, I think our coaching staff did a really good job. I really do. I think that execution was our problem. Our season did not end because of poor coaching. It ended because of lack of execution. Specifically by the offense. Specifically by Kellen Moore's unit. When you go to San Francisco and you give up, 16 points? 19, 20, I forget. It was in the teens. But when you go on the road and they score less than 20 and your offense has all those weapons, you should win that game. Kellen Moore should have put up at least 20 points. But he doesn't know how to use our offense. He doesn't know how to use our weapons. It took him until week 12 to figure out how to use Zeke and Pollard. And all of us knew it. We knew Pollard was the better playmaker. We knew Pollard was faster. We knew that Pollard could catch out of the backfield. We knew that Zeke was our 3rd and 1 guy, and I said it all year long. He's automatic on 3rd and short. We knew that Zeke was our pass blocker. We knew that Pollard could not block as well as Zeke could. And it took Kellen Moore, the genius, until about week 13. Thank you, Rando, 19-12. It took Kellen Moore until about week 13 to finally realize we don't need to put Tony Pollard out there to pass block. And we don't need to run screen passes to Zeke. But that it took him that long to figure it out. He's a knucklehead. He does not know how to evaluate talent. Here, okay, Kellen Moore. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. People forget because they look at history and they say, okay, the Cowboys had Tony Romo, and then they went to Dak Prescott. No, that's not what happened. Dak Prescott was never Tony Romo's backup. That's not what happened. Dak Prescott did not take Tony Romo's job. Kellen Moore did. Kellen Moore was Tony Romo's backup. When Tony Romo got hurt, Kellen Moore went out there as our quarterback. And then Kellen Moore got hurt. And so Dak Prescott took his place. He took Kellen Moore's place as our starting quarterback. And he became the guy. And Kellen Moore took the helmet off and picked up a clipboard and became the quarterback's coach. And then the offensive coordinator. And he ended up coaching the same Dak Prescott that couldn't beat him out of a job until he got hurt. Explain that to me. Why was this ever supposed to work with Kellen Moore? How is that supposed to be a formula for success? I don't understand it. And I agree. That was stupid. And it's not necessarily it's not the fact that we did get rid of him, but it's how we did it. What do we get? We basically got a bag of beans for Amari Cooper. And I heard somebody say a few months ago, well, Amari Cooper isn't doing much in the league. Have you not seen Amari Cooper play this last year? He was their best weapon on offense, was he not? Deshaun Watson fan, can you tell me, was Amari Cooper not their best receiver last year? And was it not even close? Amari Cooper would have helped us in that San Francisco game. But the thing about him was he wouldn't get vaccinated. And I don't want to start talking about that, but Jerry wanted him vaxxed, and he wouldn't do it. And that's why he wasn't on the team. That's what they're not telling you. And as soon as he said that, I knew we were going to get rid of him. Sure enough, we did. I hate it. I do. That was one of the worst trades I have ever seen us make. 2 5th-round picks and a swap of 6th-round picks. There you go. That's beans. Where are those picks now? I mean, I'm not going to go look and see who we got from those picks, but I can guarantee you they're not on the team. 1,400 yards. I love CeeDee Lamb. That's my guy. I'm pretty sure that's more than what CeeDee had. I think CeeDee had like 1,200.
And that's without a quarterback.
Yeah, that's without a quarterback. 1,400 yards with the Browns. That was terrible. There's just stuff like that. So, Kellen Moore getting fired, that's a good thing. Amari Cooper being traded for a bag of beans and then putting up 1,400 yards, that's a bad thing. You don't do stuff like that if you want to be successful. You cut the dead weight. Amari Cooper wasn't dead weight. Randy Gregory was dead weight. And that ended up working out for us pretty well, to be honest with you, the Randy Gregory thing. We cut some dead weight, and I think we're going to cut dead weight this year. And the dead weight, I hate to say it, guys, Zeke's the dead weight. I love Zeke. I think he's awesome. He's a great dude. Personality's amazing. He's a great guy. I love him. He's one of my favorite Cowboys running backs of all time. I love Zeke. I really do. But he's dead weight. I mean, he's just it's either vet minimum or go find somebody else's practice squad if they'll sign you. They said Moore wasn't fired. Chargers boys said his contract expired. Didn't think that was the case. His contract did expire, but we have a problem in Dallas of bringing back people that are dead weights. And we've had this problem a lot. Jalen Smith was a dead weight. We way overpaid Jalen Smith. Dak Prescott is becoming a dead weight. And coaches, Jason Garrett may have been the biggest dead weight we've had in the past decade, but we would not get rid of Jason Garrett for anything. And fans knew it. We knew all along, as long as Jason Garrett is our coach, we're going nowhere. We knew that. But Jerry kept him, and we continued to be mediocre the entire time. So the best thing that has happened to the Cowboys in the past 5 years is when they finally got smart and fired Jason Garrett. And at that point, I was saying, listen, you could bring in Bozo the Clown to be my head coach, and I'd be happy with it. Anybody but Jason Garrett, I don't care. So when we hired McCarthy, a lot of people were mad. I was thrilled because he's not Garrett. And I still today think he's better than Jason Garrett. But Kellen Moore, on the other hand, Kellen Moore is a dead weight. He's Jason Garrett 2.0. So that's where we're at right now. And this offseason is going to be very interesting. If you guys get a chance, Simus Says made a video last week, and it is very interesting. He talks about Zeke and Dak in Dallas and their futures probably being over with because the players don't want them there. Very interesting what's going on in Dallas right now.
Cowboys just need to get and just get it all together. They're like a bunch of little schoolgirls.
Except for Micah. Micah's awesome.
I'm sorry, it had to be said.
It did. Lady Duke airing out some frustration. Jason Garrett was terrible, and he's not even a good commentator. I don't know what he needs to do. Like, every team that has gotten him since he left Dallas has gotten rid of him in a New York. We have chocolate?
Yes.
Dude, what's up, man?
I've been hiding it to keep myself from eating it.
Yeah, and now you're keeping me from eating it. I love chocolate. The defense hates Dak, yes. So I'll drop names. Micah Parsons doesn't want Dak or Zeke there. J-Ron Curse doesn't want them there. I don't think DeMarcus Lawrence wants them there. CeeDee Lamb is pissed off at Dak. You know, I mean, there are a lot of players that are speaking up about this. So it's going to be interesting to see. This is going to be a pretty active offseason for the Cowboys. And the thing about it is, we weren't that far away. I mean, we were that close, 19-12. We were that close to going to the NFC title game. We were a couple of Dak interceptions away from beating the Niners and probably going to Philly and beating them. But in true Cowboys fashion, our quarterback choked at the wrong time. And here we are. Your youngest son's name is Dallas. My son's middle name is Witten because I love Jason Witten. He's awesome.
Nice.
Who do you want at quarterback? No, Brando says Chuck Norris. I think that's a good option.
Someone that knows how to actually throw.
Yeah. We kind of had this discussion a little bit ago, but it's like, okay, I'm at the point now where I don't want Dak because I know what Dak is.
I have no training.
But having said that, let's say that I cut Dak tomorrow. What do? Do I go get Tom Brady? Because the last time Tom Brady played, our defense destroyed him. He looked awful. He looked like Will Grier. I mean, he looked bad. The last game that Tom Brady played, our defense rattled his ass. We have to play Philadelphia twice a year. They have the best pass rush in the league. That's why they're in the Super Bowl. I want a quarterback that can play against them. They're my biggest rivals right now in our division. I want a quarterback that can beat Philly. Can Tom Brady beat Philly? Tom Brady can't move. And from what I saw last time he played, he can't throw either. So I don't want him. So what's left? Do I want Aaron Rodgers? No. I have Mike McCarthy as my head coach. Why would I want Aaron Rodgers? McCarthy left Green Bay because of him. If he comes here, McCarthy is going to it would not work. It would not work. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. And I think he's on the decline too, by the way. So what else do you do? We have like the 26th overall pick in the draft. We're not going to get a first top 10 draft pick. We're not getting Jimmy Garoppolo. Don't want him. What do you do? As much as we want him out of here, we might be stuck with him. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Well, exactly. We got Dak for 2 years regardless. Now, I know hindsight is 20/20, but I've been saying this too. What exactly is it? This whole year, last year, I'll ask the question now. All year, what did Dak do that Cooper Rush couldn't do? Like, if Dak is so great, why did Cooper Rush come in a backup quarterback role with no chance to win, and he beat Cincinnati, who just played in the AFC title game?
And the Rams.
And the Rams. Cooper Rush might be the only backup quarterback in NFL history to beat both Super Bowl teams from the previous year. There's something to be said about that. And, look at San Francisco. San Francisco started with Jimmy. He got hurt. Cool. They went to Trey Lance. He got hurt. Cool. They went to Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, and they made it to the NFC title game with a third-string quarterback. I mean, quarterbacks are not easy to come by. But when you have one that fits what your team does, you can win games. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Right? You don't have to go out and get a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers. Get somebody that plays your style of offense and does it well. Cooper Rush did that. I'm not saying Cooper Rush should be our starting quarterback, but damn, what did Dak do that Cooper Rush couldn't do? I haven't seen it yet. And I promise you this, the same defensive players that are talking trash about Dak Prescott, they wouldn't be talking if Cooper Rush was the quarterback. I'll bet you they loved it. I bet you some of them are probably campaigning for him. Oh, yeah. And fans would turn on the whole team if Aaron Rodgers. Could you imagine what Travis would feel like if Aaron Rodgers came to Dallas? Oh, my gosh. Like, I almost want it to happen just to see what he does. But Asher's right. We got Dak for 2 years. You're not going to be able to trade him because nobody's going to take that contract. Not the way he's playing. Now, I'll tell you what what I would like to see happen. Now, this is not going to happen, obviously, but you get a team like the Jets that is desperate for a quarterback. And they got, BMAC knows this, they got a guy that was a first-round quarterback, Zach Wilson. And he was a part of that quarterback class with Justin Fields, and Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence. He was a part of that quarterback class. So everybody that collected sports cards, they wanted Zach Wilson because of the unknown factor. How good is he going to be? We don't know. The MILF Hunter himself. And now that he's performed like he has with the Jets, with no receivers, with no offensive talent, they're ready to get rid of him. Why don't you send me a first round in 2023, a first round in 2024, and throw in Zach Wilson, and I'll give you Dak. I'd do that in a heartbeat. That's just me. I would trade Dak for 2 first rounds and Zach Wilson right now. And I may not even start Zach Wilson. I might start Cooper Rush. I don't know. But I would make that trade in a heartbeat. Jets fired their whole staff. So did we. I mean, we fired everybody not named Mike McCarthy. We fired our linebacker coach. You got it. Oh, you know, like the one I just ate? Was that the last one? Oh, here's one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. But I don't think the Jets would. So, you have to keep Dak at that contract. That's one thing the Cowboys have done over the years. We've screwed ourselves over in these deals. We sign contracts that are too long or too expensive or both, and we get stuck. That's exactly what happened with Zeke. Look at the contract Zeke has right now. Like the money that we are about to finally save by getting rid of Zeke, he's under contract till the 2020. Hold on. Elliott is under contract with the Cowboys through the 2026 season after signing a 6-year extension, and he's being paid more money than almost any running back in the league. He's getting paid quarterback money. I mean, when you think of the top running backs in the league, where does Zeke isn't even the best running back on his own team. Why is he making all that money? It's time to cut the dead weight. If he actually does want to come back and take a pay cut like he said, you're getting a vet minimum. And if you don't take a vet minimum, kick rocks. Sorry. That's how I feel about it. Like, running backs are a dime a dozen, dude. This draft has deep talent at the skill positions. Like, by the way, thanks for stopping in, Mosh. You're the man. We got a lot of talent at skill positions. Like, you can go into the 3rd round and get a guy like Marvin Mims from Oklahoma, who is a deep ball threat. We don't have a deep ball threat. We got CeeDee Lamb, who is just a monster, but he's not really a deep ball threat. He's a run after the catch kind of a guy. We got T.Y. Hilton, who is old, but I like him. Doesn't play a lot, but he makes some big plays for us. I think we bring him back, maybe on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, something like that. We got Michael Gallup, who didn't do anything. We need a lot of restructuring. Yes, we do. We got Jalen Tolbert, who can't even see the field. And we got, for some reason, Panini Mosaic's favorite player, Simi Fioco, who I forgot was on the team. We need a deep threat receiver and a young deep threat receiver. Marvin Mims, 3rd round. Go get him. Then you got a guy. Remember this name. I haven't done my draft preview yet, but remember this name. Remember this name. You guys know Breece Hall, right? With the Jets from Iowa State. Here's the next one. Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn is the next Darren Sproles. He is Darren Sproles 2.0. If you want Darren Sproles on your team, draft Deuce Vaughn. He is the exact same size. He does the exact same things. When the ball is in his hands, he makes you miss. Now, I don't know that he pairs with Pollard very well, but Deuce Vaughn is going to be fun to watch if he gets to the right team. Let's see, Brando, a $90 million contract with the Dallas Cowboys, including a 7.5 signing bonus, 50 guaranteed, average annual 15 in 2023. Look at these numbers, dude. Look at these. And cap it at 16.7 and a dead cap value at 11.8. That's ridiculous. That's a running back. That's the problem. Gallup was. Yes, he was. And Gallup, we had a lot of high expectations for him. But last year, he just did not produce. And that's another problem. One of the reasons why Dak threw as many interceptions as he did last year is because our receivers could not create separation. When your receivers cannot create separation, you're going to throw into tight windows. And Dak did not see, and this is why I don't excuse Dak, he didn't see safeties. He didn't see inside corner, he didn't see them jumping their routes, the stunts that they ran, because there was no separation from the receivers. We need to get receivers that can create separation and get open. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing that Odell did that I liked, is he created separation. Who do I want us to draft? Both of the guys I just mentioned. I want Marvin Mims from Oklahoma for obvious reasons, and I want Deuce Vaughn. Because if we bring in a new OC that knows how to use him, we don't need Zeke and we don't need Pollard. Pollard's going to come back off a high ankle sprain, Is he going to even be healthy next year? I don't know. I would take Deuce Vaughn and cut my losses. That's just me. Yeah, Brando is the man. Brando is the breaking news guy. Who else do I want us to draft? I'll give you those two names tonight, Brando, but I will do a draft preview later on. I actually have a really fun idea for the draft this year that I might do. I had the idea that last year, but I didn't have enough time to put it together. This year I have enough time to do it. So I have a really cool idea for the draft this year, and if I pull it off, this channel is going to have one of the best draft shows YouTube has to offer. Like, stay tuned. It's going to be good if I can pull it. By the way, BMAC, if you're available on the day of the NFL draft, let me know. Because you might be a part of it if you want to. But right now, so last year, or no, I take it back. It was the year before last. Our defense was the worst defense in the league. You guys remember that? Before Micah came around, our defense was the worst defense in the league. It was easily one of the worst defenses I have ever seen in all of football history. Our defense was terrible. You guys remember, before Dan Quinn came around, back when Mike Nolan was our defensive coordinator, we had the worst defense football had to offer. We were terrible. We were so bad. But then we fired Mike Nolan. We brought in Dan Quinn. We're only, 2 years, 3 years removed from that? And now we have the best pass rushing defense in the league. We have a defense that went to Levi and gave up 19 points. We have a defense that won a lot of games for us. We have one of the best defenses in the league. And all it took was bringing in a competent coach and drafting for that side of the ball. That's why we brought in Micah Parsons. That's why we brought in Trayvon Diggs. These big-name defenders that we have, that's why they came around. Sam Williams, that's why we drafted him. A lot of these guys we brought in to fix the defense, and we fixed it. Now we have an opportunity to do the exact same thing with our offense. We just fired Kellen Moore. That's the problem. Fix it. Bring in a competent offensive coordinator. Yes, Dan Quinn is staying. He has told every team in the league he is staying with Dallas because we got unfinished business. His words, not mine. Now, I've heard that Mike McCarthy might be calling plays. I don't like that. I don't like McCarthy calling plays. Yeah, I saw that, B-Mac. Let's go Cowboys next year. You've got it. Thanks again. See you next time. So now, draft offense. Draft offense. Draft playmaking receivers. Draft a pass-blocking running back. Draft offensive linemen. Fix the offense. If you fix the offense, the defense ain't broke. We got something going here. We don't have to blow it all up. We just need to tweak it. We don't need a complete rebuild. But we do have a lot of things we got to fix. Brando, I actually mentioned that the other day on Mark Holmes' stream. I want Sean Lee as linebacker coach. I think Sean Lee would be an awesome linebacker coach. I really do. Sean Lee was brilliant at the position. He could read offenses. He was great at it, but his body was like a porcelain doll. He just busted. But the knowledge is there. Why not bring him in as linebacker coach? I agree completely. And Jason Witten, I don't think he wants to coach. I don't think Jason Witten wants to be a coach in the league. So I don't think we bring him in. But Sean Lee, I would love to see Sean Lee come to Dallas and be the linebacker coach. I would love it. My son's named after Jason Witten. I love Jason Witten. I just don't think he wants to coach. If he does, I'm all for that. But I don't think he wants that. But anyway, it's been 2 hours, guys. And this stream wasn't even supposed to go here, but I had a lot of fun. Teflon says, I hope this is the last time we go with this receiver by committee thing. Can we trash that approach? We can, but we have to have a quarterback that allows us to do that. Like take a look at what the Colts did back when they were in their Super Bowl run. You had Peyton Manning, you had Marvin Harrison, Brandon Stokely. I mean, you had receivers. Peyton Manning trusted those guys. He knew that, okay, if I throw this ball to Marvin Harrison, he's going to catch it. If I throw this to Brandon Stokely, he's going to catch it. If I throw this to Reggie Wayne, he's going to catch it. And if he doesn't, I'll just hand off to Edgar and James. I'm fine. We don't have that luxury. Who does Dak Prescott trust? And don't tell me Dalton Schultz, because he's not coming back. I mean, he's starting to trust CD finally. Other than that, who does he trust? We got to get rid of the receiver by committee thing and bring in receivers that Dak or whoever the quarterback is can actually trust. He can't trust Gallup. Would you trust Gallup? I wouldn't trust Gallup. I wouldn't trust Jalen Tolbert. I haven't even seen him play yet. Who can he trust? That's a problem. Kyler Murray will not be back next year. That's one of the reasons why Cliff Kingsbury was gone. Wonder who plays the cursed NFL Hall of Fame game this coming season. I would love it to be a Super Bowl rematch, Travis. A Super Bowl rematch would be great. Or, you know what, as long as they're in it, they can play the Seahawks. That's fine. Put Kansas City in there. That was one of my favorite plays ever, Brando, when he ran with no helmet. That was awesome. That told me all I need to know about Jason Witten. The dude played with a flak jacket, cracked ribs and all, and still played. And you got like guys like Deion Sanders out for the year with turf toe. Give me a break. Or who was it? Was it Kelvin Joseph that was on the injury report before the Tampa Bay game? And his injury was a tooth injury? Give me a break, dude. A tooth injury. You're not going to play in a playoff game because your tooth hurts. Dude, Jason Witten would have punched himself in the mouth to play in that game.
Hey, I know what it's like to have a concern.
Yeah, but you're not a world-class athlete either. Nah, today's players couldn't make it a Witten's Day.
Just pop back a few ibuprofens.
There you go.
Is what I'm saying. Jeez.
I'm saying Jason Witten was a tough SOB, and he'd have went out there and done it. No, BMAC. And the funny thing is, that's not just football. I watched the Oklahoma City Golden State game last night, and hold on, let's see if I can find that clip. No, I'm not going to do that. But we have a rookie, I think, that got called for a foul last night, and he jumped up in the air under the basket with both of his arms extended above his head, straight up. Not, he just had his arms straight up above his head, and he jumped. And then the Golden State player laid the ball up, missed it, but never made contact with the defender. They never touched each other at all. There was no contact at all, and they called a foul.
You guys stay up as late as you want.
I'm about done. And then, obviously, there was no foul there. So our coach sees that and says, I'm going to challenge, which I didn't know they could do this, but he says, I'm going to challenge this because there was no contact. There was no foul. So I challenged that call on the court. So they challenged it. They go through the review, and the announcers, who were unbiased announcers, looked at it and said, yeah, they didn't touch. There's no foul there. There's no contact. And the referees looked at it and came back and said, well, the defender never maintained position, so it's a foul. It's a foul? What did he foul him by looking at him? Is that what it was? He looked at him too hard and he fouled him? Did he breathe on him too hard? Did he fart? Did it smell too bad? What was the foul? There was no contact. Clearly no contact, and they called a foul. It was LeBum treatment. It's soft. It's weak. WEAK. Yeah, icy roads here too, Travis. Be safe. If you got to be out, be safe, but don't go out if you don't have to. It's getting bad out here. challenged it and still got it wrong. I'm sure if you search for it on YouTube later, you'll find it. It was weak, so weak. Ferguson and Hendershot got promise. I agree, especially Ferguson. I really like Ferguson a lot. Hendershot's got a little bit of developing to do, but I think he can be good. But yeah, Ferguson I think is probably going to be the guy, unless you draft somebody. And I mean, there's a few good tight ends in this draft. Don't get me wrong, maybe, but I like Ferguson a lot. I really do. But yeah, I'm sure I'm trying to remember the Thunder player's name. It's a new one. I can't remember it right now, but if you YouTube that, I'm sure you can find that play from last night and watch it. And it was horrible. It was almost as bad as when the referees gave Kansas City another third down play, and they actually called it a do-over. Like, as they're giving them another play they shouldn't have, they literally said, "We're going to do a do-over." You don't do anything over in football. You don't redo a play. There was no stoppage in play. I mean, go back to the play and look at the side judges. The side judges just sat there with the whistles in their mouths, looking at the line, counting the players, looking at the play clock. The Bengals got robbed. And then after the play is over, then they blow the whistle and say, "Oh, we're just going to redo it. It's a do-over." In today's world, there's only one word to describe the NBA and the NFL, and I'm going to spell it out for you. SAWFT. Soft. And them's facts. Look at the roughing the passer calls. You gotta catch the quarterback in your arms, rock him to sleep, tell him a night-night story, kiss him on the forehead, tuck him in at night, put his head on his pillow, and make sure he's comfortable when you sack him. Could you imagine what would happen if they told Lawrence Taylor you couldn't hit the quarterback? I mean, think about some of the greatest defensive players. Reggie White. I'll say it. Derek Thomas. Bruce Smith. Let's go back farther. Like Jack Tatum. Or Too Tall Jones. Or Mean Joe Green. Do you think if the NFL was that soft back then, that those would be great players? Do you think they'd be Hall of Famers? The game has changed. And now it's WWE. It's NFLE. Charles Haley is another great one. It's set up. I hate saying it. It's set up. This is exactly the result the league wanted. And that's what they got. February is the month that has a holiday everybody hates, Valentine's Day. Duke, you and Lady Duke care or don't care for Valentine's Day. Lady Duke, what do we think about Valentine's Day?
Considering I made you a kamikaze bear that you never used.
Okay, for context, she gave me a bear covered in dynamite to blow up. That's what we think about Valentine's Day. Yes, absolutely. I wish I could highlight this comment for the rest of my life. The new roughing the passer is the easiest way for them to get away with rigging a game. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. DeMarcus Ware, that's another one. I mean, it's just, these guys have got to be looking at this league right now just saying, man, I'm glad I don't play in 2023. I remember, and Travis, you're going to hate me for this. I remember watching the Packers play, and who was that dude? Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews was notorious for getting called for roughing the passer, and they were always terrible, terrible calls. That's the game we watch. And it's funny because this Sunday, there won't be a Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl as we know it is no more. There is no AFC versus NFC. That's over with and done. Now it's the flag football skills game. The game we play is getting closer and closer to the flag football skills game every week. That's scary. This game is changing. Every single year, this game is changing. New rules are being put into effect. We're going to kick off. We're going to make sure that there's going to be touchbacks every time we kick the ball off because we don't want kick returns. Give me a break. Some of the targeting penalties, some of the defenseless player calls. And the problem with calls like this is these are not like set in stone calls. They're all relative. They're all judgment calls. And if your game is predicated on so many judgment calls, the judges you have damn sure better not be blind. They better be competent. They better be trained. They better be good at their jobs. And they better be able to make the right calls. Our court system has judges who go through extensive amounts of education and training and experience in order to be judges. Do you know what it takes to be a referee? Does anybody here know what it takes to be a referee in football? Has anyone here ever been a referee in football? I have. I've called football for years. All you have to do to be a high school football referee is go online, pay $75 to get your name in the hat. You take an online quiz of 100 questions straight from the rule book, and they mail you the rule book before you take the test. And the questions tell you what rule they're referring to. What I'm saying is it's an open book test. If you can read, you can pass the test. And if you're in the right association, the white hat, who is the leader of the officiating crew, will take his crew and he will give you all of the answers to the questions. You don't even have to study. You just have to plug and play. My son could probably pass a referee test. They're easy. All you got to do is write down what you're told. It's easy. And then, boom, you're a high school official. That's it. That's all you need. Nothing else.
My son is sleeping very soundly.
Good.
Right out.
Figured he would. That's all it takes to be a referee. So when I walked into my first high school game, I didn't know much. The only thing that got me by was my football knowledge from watching football on television. And that's the truth. The only reason why I knew the arm signals for the penalties is because I've watched football my entire life. So I know how to signal holding, how to signal pass interference. I know how to do that because I watched it on TV. That's the only reason I knew what I was doing. So when I went to high school, I started calling high school games. Just a regular guy calling high school games with no experience, no education, no training at all. I didn't go to any seminars. I didn't attend any mechanics camps. There wasn't a preseason. In high school football, we don't play preseason games. I had to go to a couple of scrimmages and look stupid, but I didn't know what I was doing. But when I did my first game, I never will forget this. My white hat is a great dude. I still talk to him all the time. I love him to death. He brought me into his office and he said, listen, I know you're new. I know you're young. You're going to make bad calls. You're not going to see things, but make it look good. As long as you look good, they'll believe you. That's what he told me. He said, if you can make it look good and make it look like you know what you're doing, they'll believe you and they won't question you. The NFL referees, they look good. They got clean uniforms, nice white hats. Remember, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, they would all wear pink. And they'd throw pink flags. And they sounded good. Ed Hockley, man, he was muscled up. Looked like he was a WWE wrestler. He hit the gym all the time. Now his son's calling football. They look good. They look like they know what they're doing. That's the problem. They look like they know what they're doing. So we just buy into it. Reality tells us they don't. We have so many calls over the past 10 years. We can look back on and say, man, these guys suck. These guys are terrible. Remember the replacement referees? They don't even have full-time refs. What I called high school, I worked a 9 to 5. I had a full-time job, and then when I got off of my job, then I went to go call on Friday night. These guys aren't full-time. We don't have full-time refs. And I've been begging for full-time refs for years. We got replacement refs. We got part-timers. We ain't got no full-time referees. They don't know what they're doing. They got no training. They got no experience. We need referees that know what they're doing. The Dez catch, listen, I was able to talk to Dez not too long ago, and he still caught it. That has not changed. Dez caught it. He'll tell you he caught it. He told me he caught it, and he did catch it. That play was originally signaled as complete. Then they reviewed it and called it incomplete. They changed it into the wrong call because they were untrained and had no idea what they were doing. Dez caught it. There was a playoff game, I think it was the Rams and the Saints, where they missed the most obvious pass interference call I have ever seen in my life. They just flat out blew it. They missed it. And we're changing rules after the fact. A lot of these rule changes are happening because the referees missed these calls, and the league knows it, and it's egregious. The league is after the fact. That's what kills me. After the fact, they will admit they were wrong, and they will change the rules. But by the time you do that, it's too late. It's too late. It's 2023 now. You can't go back. It's too late. They got away with it. They got away with it, B-Mac. And what have they done other than change rules? What have they done to make it better? What have they done to improve the quality of the play on the field? Just this last Sunday, I watched a play that was a third down play that was pivotal in this game that got ran. The entire play ran on third down. And it was, I believe, an incomplete pass. And it went straight to fourth down. The punting unit came onto the field. The punt returner was set up, ready to go. The offense was on the sideline. The quarterback had his helmet off. The defense was sitting on the bench. The punting unit was on the field, getting ready to kick the ball. And then the officials run onto the field and say, you know what? We're going to redo that play. What has the league done to improve the quality of the play on the field? That is embarrassing. I had Chiefs fans in my chat section talking about how terrible that was. The league is not going to improve this. These officials suck. And that's just the way it is. Any sports have, that's true, Brando. It's true. They do. You know, in I don't know about college, but in the high school arena, your football officials, they're also your basketball officials. And your basketball officials, they're also your softball officials. You know what I mean? Like, they don't just focus on one sport. Now, I'm sure NFL refs don't call NBA, but you see what I'm saying? It's true in any sport. Basketball is almost unwatchable because of how soft it is. In baseball, they're just now finally changing up shift rules to make baseball better. I remember the Jim Joyce incident. Remember the Jim Joyce incident? The no-hitter that wasn't because Jim Joyce couldn't see? If you don't remember, when this stream ends in a couple minutes, Go to YouTube and look up Jim Joyce. Just type his name in YouTube, Jim Joyce, Joyce. Go watch him. That was egregious. It was terrible. But yeah, Teflon, we should have. And I made this video a couple years ago that basically states that the NFL does not want the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. The NFL hates us. The league hates us. It's because Jerry goes against the grain. Roger Goodell and Jerry do not get along. Jerry goes against the league's wishes on a lot of things, like the vaccination thing. You know, Jerry's the kind of guy remember when Kaepernick took a knee and all these other teams thought it's so cute to let these players do what they want. If they want to take a knee, that's fine with them. We're standing up for a cause, BLM, and all this other crap. Jerry Jones was pretty much the only owner that I know of that came out and said, listen, I don't care who you are. If you take a knee on my field, you're off my team. And he enforced it. I think it was Greg Hardy, if I remember right. Maybe not. Maybe it was after him. But one of the defensive linemen took a knee after Jerry said that. And the next thing you know, he was gone. Jerry wasn't playing. You don't take a knee on his field. The league doesn't like that. The league doesn't like that at all. They don't like the fact that Jerry goes against the grain. So, because of that, they don't want the Cowboys on the big stage. Why do you think Zeke got that punishment? Remember when Zeke got suspended for almost a whole year? Wasted one of the best years of his career. He got suspended for nothing. He was innocent. Notice they never talk about that anymore. What about Randy Gregory? Remember when Randy Gregory was suspended? When he was a Cowboy? They suspended him for weed. Randy Gregory got suspended for weed. Tyreek Hill is still playing. Tyreek Hill did a little bit worse than smoke weed. And he was on the field every Sunday. And Randy Gregory just went into no man's land. I would look for Randy Gregory news everywhere, and nobody had a clue when he was going to come back. We were going to cut him because Randy Gregory just couldn't get back on the field. League wouldn't let him over weed. And we all knew it was weed. Everybody knew that. But they just would not release Randy Gregory from suspension. It was indefinite, and they would never bring him back. But you got guys like Tyreek Hill playing football. Explain that to me. You got Josh Brent, who was driving a car and a man died, and he's still playing football. But Randy Gregory was suspended. That makes sense. That makes sense. There are so many. The Dez catch again. The league does not want the Cowboys on the big stage. The league hates us. Josh Gordon, that's another one. How many chances did he get? I just want a little consistency. That's all. Just be consistent with it. But it seems like for some reason, when the Cowboys get in trouble, it goes national. You notice ever since the Randy Gregory thing, we haven't had any real problems. Trayvon Diggs is not Trayvon Diggs, but Kelvin Joseph was the only one. And Kelvin Joseph's finally on the field again, but we're going to cut him, I'm sure. I'm surprised the league didn't blow that up. I really am. They hate us, boys. They just do. The league hates us. We're not a part of their narrative. In WWE terms, they're wanting to give the push to the Eagles. That's what's happening right in front of our eyes. They are giving the Eagles the push. That's what they're doing. And we get to watch it. That's why I'm almost positive the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. There was one Eagle player that played his whole career before he totally. Yeah, for sure. Man, let's not sit here and act like Randy Gregory was the only one that got caught with weed that year. You've got 32 teams with 53 players apiece on those teams, and one of them gets suspended indefinitely for weed. Randy Gregory. That doesn't make sense. You cannot sit here and tell me that he is the only one that was doing that back then. You can't tell me with a straight face Randy Gregory's, and he wasn't even the only one that got caught, but he's the one they suspended indefinitely. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sure. I got a buddy of mine. I used to watch him wrestle here a few minutes away. His name's Fuego. Fuego del Sol. If you know wrestling, you know Fuego. Fuego del Sol is a little bitty dude. He's a luchador, little bitty guy. I was actually in the ring with him a few times. The dude has one of the best tornado DDTs I ever saw. But he's about my size. He's a tiny guy. But he's quick. But he's little. He's not going to overpower anybody. He's a tiny guy. But he's a good wrestler. He relies on speed, yeah. But he's a luchador, you know what I mean? So he jumps around and flies around, all that stuff. So he did a match in WWE against Eric Rowan. And if you know wrestling, Eric Rowan is a big, tall dude. He was in the Wyatt family with Bray Wyatt. And it was Eric Rowan. He was the dude with the red beard. He came out to the ring with a bag in his hand. And the whole thing was, what's in the bag? He's got something scary in that bag, and we don't know what it is. And he walks into the ring with this bag, and he's mean, and he's getting ready to beat somebody up. And I'm thinking, okay, who are they going to send out here and feed to Eric Rowan to make him look strong and make him look good? And I'll be damned. Out goes Fuego down the ramp. Fuego runs out to meet Eric Rowan in the middle of a WWE ring. And I'm like, oh, dear God, he's going to kill Fuego. And Fuego's a friend of mine. I talk to Fuego. Like, I've talked to Fuego a million times in person. Like I said, I shared a wrestling ring with Fuego. He's a buddy of mine, like IRL. And he goes out there to face Eric Rowan in a wrestling match. Eric Rowan murdered him. That's what the WWE wanted. They wanted to make Eric Rowan look good. So they fed Fuego del Sol to Eric Rowan. And Eric Rowan killed him. That's what's happening on Sunday, February 12th. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're Eric Rowan. And the NFLE wants to push them. So they're feeding them the Kansas City Chiefs, who have made 5 straight AFC Championship appearances, because that's what they wanted, by the way. And that's going to make Philadelphia look so good when they beat them in the Super Bowl. That's the whole plan. That's why Philadelphia is going to win the Super Bowl. Teflon, I think he has it. I think he's got some. I really do. NFLE, not for long. That's very good. What up, J-Dog? I'm pretty sure he's got some, Teflon. Remember back when Dan Snyder was saying, I've got dirt on Jerry Jones and all these other NFL owners, and I'm going to reveal it. Whatever happened about that? Where was his dirt on Jerry? He never had dirt on Jerry. I've got dirt on Jerry. I've got things that would blow you guys' minds involving Jerry Jones. I've got things that the media would love. The NFLE, if they knew what I know, dude, it would be over. If the NFL knew what I know about Jerry Jones, that would be it. They would make it so public, it would be the biggest story on ESPN for a month if they knew what I know. But they don't. And I'm not going to tell them. Dude, my house was Jerry Jones's old office. I have found social security numbers. I have found letters to his father. I have found things that you're not supposed to find. I've found things that predate his ownership of the Dallas Cowboys. I have things from his oil field days. But I'm keeping it. And they're not going to find out. How do you think I know about Marilyn Love? How do you think I know that Marilyn Love followed him from his oil company to the Dallas Cowboys? How do I know that? Did I find that out on Google? I don't think you can. I haven't looked, but I don't think you can. How do I know that? I've got the documents. I've got the paperwork. I have it all. I have documents that are probably worth a lot of money, but they're not leaving my site. And I think Jerry might know that too. Dan Snyder's got nothing on Jerry, bro. J-Dog says, I've been on good behavior. If I keep this up, I get a PS5. Good. Good. Stay on good behavior, man. Stick with the meds. You know what I'm saying? Take your showers. Do what you got to do. Take care of yourself. Jordan, take care of yourself, man. Like, really, take care of yourself. Do it for yourself. Don't do it because people tell you to. Do it for yourself, man. I know you're important to yourself. You have a lot of self-worth. Self-worth goes a long way in this life, man. Believe me. Like, just take care of yourself, bro. I might send you one or two, BMAC. You know, I might let you in on a little something, something. You know what I mean? They don't call me the president for nothing. See that? I didn't get impeached. I'm still the president. But yeah, if the NFL knew what I know, it'd be a wrap. And they're not going to find out what I know. They're going to have to come raid my house to find it. And I'm not going to tell them where it is. But if the Eagles lose the Super Bowl, I will come on here and I will admit that I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. If the Eagles win on February 12th, you just remember this. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, you can come back to this live stream and say, man, I was there when Duke told me what was going down. When I watch that game, the Eagles are going to be the Philadelphia Rowans versus the Kansas City Fuegos. I can't even do Fuego like that. I love them too much. They're just putting the Eagles over. That's all they're doing. For whatever reason, they're putting the Eagles over. I'll tell you what, I know why they're doing it, Mosh. Now that I remember, I know exactly why they're doing it. Do you remember when the Eagles played San Francisco? Do you remember who was in the stands watching that game? That's right. Good old Jolly Joe. The Biden family, they're Eagles fans. That's why they're doing it. Because old Jolly Joe wants to see his team win a Super Bowl. That's what's going on. Oh, it's rigged. It's damn rigged. It's rigged for Philly to win. All because of Broadway Joe. Watch. The Eagles are going to win this game, guys. And you're going to find out just how right I am. It's rigged for sure. Philly's going to win because that's what old Jolly Joe wants. What a crazy, messed up world we live in. Yes, Brando. Yes, yes, yes. That's why I've said it, and I'll say it again. I'm not rooting for anybody on February 12th. I'm just rooting against Kansas City. They do want to push it, but here's the thing. I think they pushed it far enough. I think we get it now. They've been to 5 straight AFC title games. Like, they have shoved Kansas City down our throats, and everybody in the country is finally figuring out what I've been saying for 17 years about Kansas City. How much do you guys hate them now? How much do you think people hate Kansas City now? How much do you think they hated Kansas City before Mahomes came around? I bet a lot of people have hated them a lot more now than they did back then. For me, it never changed. I hated them before Mahomes. I hate them now. It never changed. I still hate them. I will hate them when he's gone. I will hate them when the next quarterback comes around. That's my hatred for Kansas City. People are starting to figure it out. And that's why I don't think the NFL can push it anymore. I think they're done with it. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see Jackson Mahomes memes all off season. I think they're done. I think Biden and Godell sat together and had dinner, and Biden said, I like little girls. Maybe the Eagles should win the Super Bowl, and I can go pet little girls. And Godell says, okay, cool. We'll make it happen. Election rigged and the Super Bowl rigged in Biden's favor. Biden's favor, exactly. That's what happened. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They rigged the election. They're rigging the Super Bowl. It's happening right in front of us, and it's not being talked about. Nobody's talking about it. That's exactly what's happening. And no, he's not the next Brady. He can't be the face of the league because of his brother. No one's going to take him serious. People take Brady seriously because Brady has that mystique about him. He's got that Superman vibe about him. He's a leader, right? He doesn't have like a retarded brother. You know what I mean? Like he's just Tom Brady. He's just a badass, you know? Like that's always been who they have portrayed him as. You can't do that with Mahomes, man. His whole family is just a bunch of ticking time bombs. You can't possibly make Mahomes into Brady. It's not possible. And yes, he is at that. There was it was the end of the game, wasn't it? When they called a hit out of bounds, he flopped like LeBron on that play, bro. That was one of the biggest flops I ever saw in football. I knew it was going to be Chiefs Eagles first game we played. Yep. Reed versus old team, the Kelsey brothers. Here come the storylines. Here they come. The Kelsey brothers are here. The Andy Reid Bowl is here. That's exactly what they're doing. And we know that they want to push Philadelphia. They get to play San Francisco, who doesn't have a starting quarterback at all. San Francisco was widely considered to be the best team in the NFL by a lot of people. And I was one of them. I'll be honest. I said it a couple times. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl. I really did. But, all of a sudden, they lose their quarterback, and Philadelphia kills them. And you're going to put Kansas City up against Jacksonville in the first round of the playoffs? It's like that year when Kansas City won their last Super Bowl. Do you remember who they played in the playoffs that year? They played the Houston Texans in the playoffs and the Tennessee Titans. That was their road to the Super Bowl the year they won it in 2020. The Titans and the Texans. Those were the teams they played. And then they get to go play against Cincinnati, and since Cincinnati gave them a fight, that's when they decided, let's give them 2 third down plays. Let's give them all the holding calls in the world. We won't call a single one of them. They can hold the whole game. And let's call a terrible pass interference call against Cincinnati. Let's make sure Kansas City wins this game. And they did. It's a setup. The league is fully woke now. They love the LGBT propaganda. They have pride flags and else. I did not know that. They're going to let Mahomes win this. I had to make it. They're going to try to make something out of Hurts. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. But I did not know about the pride. Oh, that sucks, dude. I didn't know that. I believe you. I just didn't know it. The NFL continues their race baiting by mentioning they're the first 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Newsflash, they're mixed races, and race doesn't matter. Right. Patrick Mahomes is about as black as Blake Griffin is. He's like, where you hiding, black? You know what I mean? Steven Rose's rant is a must listen. He calls the Montreal Screwjob of the NFL. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. Tyson's video. I got to watch a lot of that live. That was really good. And he's right. Tyson went off on them. Tyson is getting to the point where he is starting to hate the Chiefs just as much as I do. He's seeing everything I've been saying for 17 years about this team. Yeah, definitely check out Tyson's last video. That was really good. He had Jason Kelce as Santa, and Travis Kelce was sitting on his lap, and behind them were 3 red candles and 3 green candles representing the Eagles and the Chiefs. Yeah, there you go. How more obvious can you make it? Is that what more do you want? What more evidence could you possibly want? Go look, watch the games. Watch what happens on the field. It's obvious. They're setting this up. This is the most egregious setup I have ever seen in the NFL. And I saw Spygate. I saw Deflategate. I saw the Tuck rule. Why do you think we all hated Brady so much back then? It was pretty obvious. This should be a lot more obvious than it is. People aren't talking about this as much as they should be. I'm glad Tyson made his video because he's absolutely right. And I saw it before he said that, but now that we're starting to wise up, I'm telling you, it's Mahomes gate. And they are building up Kansas City so that they can feed them to the Eagles. That's all this is about. It's about Biden. It's about the Eagles being great. Nobody took the Eagles seriously before this season started. I was telling this to Sports Critic earlier in the stream. The Eagles were not supposed to do anything. Neither were the Giants. Brando, Master at Work. That's Tyson. See if you can get the link for that. I wanted Bengals versus Eagles. Bengals versus Eagles would have been good, but I think the Bengals would have beat them. And the league can't have that. That's why they wanted Kansas City to win. Plus, again, they want to push Mahomes as far as they can. So, have him go to the Super Bowl. It's so obvious. This is the most rigged Super Bowl I've ever seen in my life. Remember, during the regular season, Dak Prescott led the most efficient offense in points in the league. And go look at our point totals when Dak came back from injury. Go look at how many points we put up 50 plus against Philadelphia. 50 plus against Philadelphia. They're in the Super Bowl now. We put up 50 on them. Our offense was clicking. But then we go to San Francisco and all of a sudden Dak throws how many interceptions? I'm wondering if Dak's not in on it. For real. You can't tell me. And look at the Tampa game. Dak was fire in the Tampa game. That was one of his best games. That may have been the best game he's ever played in Tampa. And then he turns around against San Francisco and just poops. I don't know, man. Seems pretty fishy. Doug Williams for the Redskins made him the first black quarterback to start and win a Super Bowl. Yep. I remember that. I mean, I wasn't around, but I remember, I mean, there you go. It doesn't make sense, Teflon. You're telling me a team that put up 50 points plus against the Super Bowl team, a team that beat both participants in last year's Super Bowl with a backup quarterback, is going to go to San Francisco and throw 2 interceptions and score, 12 points? No, that doesn't add up. Eagles, Chiefs going to be rigged. I have that feeling. Seahawks, Steelers. Yep. There you go. It's going to be rigged. And when Philadelphia wins, just remember, I told you so. I told you so. All right, I've been live way too long, guys. I got to get out of here. But thank you guys so much for stopping in. After the Super Bowl, I will be doing a presidential address, a State of the Union for the TTC. It's going to be must-see. That's going to be one of the best videos I've ever done. So be sure to watch it. The presidential State of the Union address for the TTC after the Super Bowl. Be sure to watch it. All of a sudden, we can't football no more. I guess we can go watch curling or rugby or something else. Soccer might be worth watching. I don't know. I played it. I might watch it. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I didn't mention it tonight, even though Abomb was here. I'll mention it during the stream. But between now and then, we're going to talk about Cowboys. I got a lot to talk about when it comes to the Cowboys. We'll talk about the rigged Super Bowl some more. It's going to be a lot of fun. Joe Biden going to snip his Super Bowl ring if Eagles wins. That's what's going to happen, Brando. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. That's what's going to happen. When I saw Biden and whoever his wife is in the stands of an Eagles game, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. It's rigged, fellas. You cannot tell me. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about Sean Payton, too. You can't tell me that the Eagles were seriously the best team in the NFC. Remember, we put up 50 on them? Do you remember when they lost to the Redskins? And what about Kansas City? They lost to the Colts. Kansas City hasn't looked right all year, but and here's another part. I knew I said I was going to end this stream. I'm sorry. I got to say this too. The Chiefs play Jacksonville. Okay? Patrick Mahomes suffers a high ankle sprain in that game. That pushes the narrative. Here comes the savior, Patrick Mahomes. He's the MVP, the best quarterback in the league. He's the best quarterback in history, and he's going to save the day. He's going to come off a high ankle sprain, and he's going to be the hero, and he's going to wear his cape, and he's so-and-so, and he's so great. And then he goes and he beats Cincinnati with a high ankle sprain going to the Super Bowl. Tony Pollard had the same injury against San Francisco, and he didn't come back in the game. If Tony Pollard comes back in that game, we win the game. If Tony Pollard stays in that game, we win. But no, he suffers a high ankle sprain. He does not come back. Oh, but when Patricia Mahomes has a high ankle sprain, he comes back and he saves the day because he's so good. Give me a break. I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm done listening to the narratives. They want to push the narrative of Jackson Mahomes being some. Do they really? I did not know that. I mean, I believe it. Have you seen the dude? The dude? Have you seen the guy? The male? I believe it. I do believe it. I believe it. It's sad, super sad, but I do believe it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. See, I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, that's another one, Teflon. And this goes back to when I was telling BMAC about Kellen Moore. Your last play, you're going to put Zeke in at center. Okay. Like he's ever played a snap at center in his life. And then you're going to throw it to Kevontae Turpin, who has caught, one pass all year? And that's the guy you throw to? Did you see Zeke on that play? He almost died. That was bad. That was terrible. I don't know how many mushrooms you had to have been tripping on to call that play. I don't know how much LSD you would have had to consume to come up with that. A lot of LSD. Zeke played center in Pee Wee. Yeah, well, it's like that play the Colts ran a couple of years ago. Remember when they had one guy in at center, and then the whole offensive line ran to the side of the field and got in a line, and then the whole defensive line was like, what are they doing? They're stupid. And as soon as he snapped it, they hit him. It was the dumbest thing I ever saw. Yep, the Bengals got screwed. And that, I'll tell you who I feel sorry for the most in all this is Dashy. I hate this for Dashy. I got to call that game with Dashy on his channel, and he was pissed. His team was the victim of all of this. They're the ones that got screwed over. They're the victims. And I hate that for them because they should be playing. They're better than Kansas. The league knew they were better than Kansas City. But the league wouldn't let them win. Who's going to get OBJ? I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. The reason I don't know is because we're going into the offseason, and free agency begins in March, so there's going to be a lot of movement. So I at this point I don't know, but I will tell you this: I think Simus was onto something. If Zeke plays anywhere next year, I think Zeke goes to the Rams. I screenshotted a comment of Simus saying that Zeke will go to the Rams this offseason. And the more I think about it, the more I think he's right. I think Zeke is going to the Rams. So I have the receipts, Simus. So if he goes to the Rams, I will prove to everyone that you said it before it happened. So you get credit because I think you're right. Barkley to Denver. Wow. Pair him with Sean Payton. That might work for you. You got to do something, man. Your offense is trash. I'm sorry. You know I love you, but your offense needs help. Usually I troll Dashy, but I wasn't in the mood. I wanted the Bengals to win. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, the last time, not this year, but the last time we played them, before this one, I trolled him so hard, he almost blocked me from his channel. I mean, I trolled the hell out of him. I gave him a full-on hate week. I gave him a hate week from hell that year, and he almost blocked me. I mean, I did not go easy on him. But now we're like best friends.
I'm gonna make sure the heater is
Okay, Miranda. There you go.
Tell everybody to stay warm tonight.
Yes, Lady Duke says stay warm. OBJ going to McDonald's. Be a burger flipper. I like it.
Oh, get a 20-piece nugget for me.
20-piece nuggets. You got it. Yeah, you're like us. You need a quarterback. And I won't trade you Dak for Russell Wilson. That's one trade I will not make. I'll trade you for Zach Wilson and 2 first-round picks, but not Russell Wilson. I'm good. You can have him. All right, guys. I am going to bed now. I've said my piece, and I'm tired. So I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when we're going to go live. Obviously, I'm not going to be calling the Pro Bowl. That's stupid. I'm also not going to be calling the Super Bowl because, well, I hate them both. Why would I call that game? I don't want to be miserable. I'm not gonna sit here for hours during the Super Bowl and share my misery with you. So I will not be calling the Super Bowl, but we'll find something to do. You know, I'll make some Cowboys content. We'll do the State of the Union. We'll do something. Yeah, Pro Bowl's dead. I'm like that grandma that's always on the phone. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, it was good talking to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're going to the luncheon tomorrow. Did you remember to bring your cottage cheese? I have the best recipe for cottage cheese. That's me. That's me right now.
That's not gonna be for much longer. Not like that.
Tyler Biotish, Pro Bowl. That's one guy I did not think was going to the Pro Bowl, but he did. That's how I felt about Turpin. I thought that Turpin, I thought his best game was the San Francisco game. I thought that was his best game of the year. Other than that, what has Cavante Turpin done to be in the Pro Bowl besides fumble a couple of kicks? Jerry Jones calls Cavante Turpin, and he says, oh no, Jerry Jones is on the phone. I'm going to get cut. I'm going to have to find a new job. I didn't make the team. Picks up the phone, being all sad and shit, and Jerry's on the other line. Jerry says, hey, kid, I'm just calling you to let you know you made the Pro Bowl. Turpin's like, wait, what? He's like, huh? I thought I was getting cut. What are you talking about, Pro Bowl? What has he done? What has he done to make the Pro Bowl? I don't get it. Yeah, this is the worst Super Bowl ever. Worst Super Bowl in history. No question about it. If you ever, in my 17 years of being on YouTube, if you ever ask me, Duke, what would the worst Super Bowl matchup possible be? What would be the worst Super Bowl ever? Chiefs-Eagles. This is even worse than when the Eagles played the Patriots. Back in the Donovan McNabb Chunky Soup commercial days. This is terrible. This sucks. All right, this time I'm really going to hit the end button. I'm going to hit the end button. I'm going to end the stream. Terrible Super Bowl. Terrible Super Bowl. Terrible. Yes, I'm going to watch it. It's a man law. It's literally sitting there in the book of man law. You have to watch the Super Bowl if you're a man. So I'm going to watch it. Thank goodness Rihanna's doing halftime because she's pretty hot. But other than that, why didn't they do the Shakira halftime this year? You know what I mean? Like, at least I could watch something. I don't know. If they could just, I don't know, show the cheerleaders the whole game or something. I don't know. Do something. Maybe the commercials will be good this year. That'd be nice. We'll figure it out. The party I'm going to is a BYOB party. So either way, I'm going to enjoy it. Does he do the same thing, Brent? I don't watch his stuff. He does the same thing. That's funny. I don't usually do this, but I just keep going. You know, I get on a rant, get on a tangent, can't end the stream. Plus, I got to be honest, I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. Makes it worth it for me. You know what I mean? All right. Time for the sign off. You already know, B. You already know. By the way, if you like sports cards, go hit up B-Max Breaks. That's my guy. Freaking awesome. You can get some good Cowboys cards. MCF, no matter what, go Cowboys. You got that right, brother. You got that right. Let's keep this highlighted. Because I'm tired, B-Mac, that's why. Just ended the stream. MCF, I'm about to end mine too. But since you're here, shout out to MCF. Go sub him up. That's my boy. You know, I love seeing MCF in here. I want to make this clear, MCF. I'm telling everybody because everyone's asking me. Duke Bothers. It's the Eagles and the Chiefs. Who are you going to root for? Because they know that I hate the Eagles and I hate the Chiefs. So what am I going to do, right? I'm not rooting for anybody in this game. Period. I'm not rooting for, I'm not doing that rah-rah bullshit. I'm not wearing any colors. I don't have any pom-poms. I ain't going to sit here and go, 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 go. I ain't doing that. I'm not rooting for anybody. But you better damn well believe I'm rooting against Kansas City. I want them to fail. I want them to lose. I want them to walk home with their tails between their legs because they lost another Super Bowl. Worst Super Bowl ever. Worst one ever. And those are facts.
You can wax poetic about this for the next
Wax poetic? Okay. Though Duke Bothers gives 0 fucks, it is a known fact that this Super Bowl sucks. We have the Eagles and Chiefs. They're both terrible teams. I would like to hit them both in the head with giant beams.
sarcastic.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm not fired. I'm not impeached. I'm still the president. I'm still the president. Go referees. We got this. All right. I'm hitting it. Yeah, Mosh, take over and go live. I'm ending this stream. Go to Mosh's channel, and maybe the new president, Travis Staley, will stop by. Travis Staley is the new president, so go check him out. You guys have a good night. It's the Great Duke Bothers, your president. Go Cowboys. And I'm out.